There you go.
You guys are all big.
Nope, God damn it. I hit the wrong button. There you go.
Thank you for helping me uncuck myself.
Uncut yourself.
Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to the Open Chest Anime Podcast. I will be here for all of 5 minutes or so to share with you the breaking news that is Funimation breeds sexual predators, apparently.
I'm hearing echoes, guys.
I have eliminate echo setting turned on.
I can hear
also, we have 0
Oh, no.
viewers, so like we just give them a second.
I fixed it.
I'm not hearing an echo.
It was me. I had the
Oh.
big one open.
You told on yourself, dude.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Well, at least you're in better
All right.
lighting, man.
Yes, better lighting. Like
Does that guy
I
have
literally
a
have
skull?
a light. What's up?
Does he have a skull?
This guy?
Looks like
Yeah, he has a skullet, dude. He's
Oh,
balding on
skullet.
top and he's got long hair on
Yeah.
his side. That's a look, dude. I wonder
That
what
is
his-
a look.
Wonder what
That's
his-
what
So-
I said. Ew.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I really got to get through this. Funimation
looks like
voice
that
actor
creepy
Chris.
guy from Too Many Cooks.
Okay, that show that only you watched. Funimation voice actor Chris Thurman accused of sending children photos of his penis. Okay. I'm just going to tell you, loyal viewers, if you want to read all these creepy DMs, you can view them from this link, which is in the AC Funhouse portion of the doc currently. I am not going to read all these to you. I watched Ricada read them and almost threw up in my mouth. I will say this, though. At least the fine people, actually not the fine people, it's not Cosmic Complex. The laws of nature, the Lord, the Holy Spirit, somebody spared us the actual dick pics not being involved, included, because his what do you call it? His MO is to send it and go, oh, I swear to God, I did not mean to do this. Oh, how do I delete it? Oh God. Okay. Anyway, so we're gonna read the Anime News Network one real quick. By ANN Interest Team. I'll tell you, based on what I saw, it was actually Lindsay Loveridge. But it's nice that they're coming up with a pseudonym when they don't want to tell you that. Hello, little one. Can I help you? I'm going to read a very grown-up story. You need to take your shoes
You
off?
gotta grow up at some point.
You're not going to come to me. You're going to go back down to your mom who's yelling for you right now. No, you're going the wrong way. Hold on a second. You're going the wrong... She's trying to shut the door. Hey. Give me a quick hug. Quick hug. I know, you get more adorable every time you're on stream. Say hello. Say hello.
Hello.
She can't hear you guys. Okay, now go get some naan. Go. Go. It's time. It's time for you to go. That way.
Come. Nobody made you not, and no one's downstairs. Come.
Okay. This is thrilling TV for everyone who's watching. Okay. Yep. AC loves parenting. Okay. I wish I had it. You just shut it. Okay. My daughter pulled the old like Ewok or like Yoda grab, like hold on to you, but like from the front of your legs. My wife tried to walk away. Anyway, all right. Do I think he's cut or uncut? Asking the serious questions here. That is something that did not cross my mind at all until you had to ask that question and make me think about this guy's dick. Thank you. Thank you, Weirburger. All right. I don't want to know, honestly. Statistically, which team is more retarded? Because I think he's on that team. Also, see, ANN went out of their way to not use the skullet photo. I think that's a little offensive. Anyway,
Oh,
all right. So,
hello. Hey, look, who's
What's
here.
going on?
We got a full house tonight.
Sup? Oh, I came in at a good time
Yeah.
yeah.
Why were you
Where
late?
were
Thoughts on
Ian?
this?
because someone got the idea that they were chilling out after the workout, but that was never planned. Anyway,
You have
So you're
failed.
drunk.
You know.
The
what?
workout.
No.
Yeah.
No,
So
if
you
we
weren't
were
at
hanging out,
church?
we'd I wouldn't be in the podcast right now. And why does Flip the yellow makes it look like he's in like a hazmat suit or something? From my view.
He's in a
I'm in a
Pikachu
hazmat
outfit.
suit, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I'm wearing a
All right, let me get
PlayStation.
through this damn article. I gotta go eat dinner, and I have to go to bed. All right. Anime voice actor Chris Thurman admits to sending nude photos to minor. Don't want to misquote ANN. Thurman tweeted on now deleted Twitter account, "It's all there. It happened. Wasn't an accident." So, shit. The now deleted Twitter account. I archived that. I could have brought that up had I been more prepared for this article. Also, Funimation provided Anime News Network with the following statement. Funimation announced today that voice actor Chris Thurman will no longer be engaged by the dub producer for any current or future productions. Wow. I'm going to miss him as additional voices.
Voice
That's what I told you guys. It's like, wow, he seems to have a lot of roles playing the character additional voices.
Why does he look like a mini Kyle Hebert? Anyway.
Not true that
Because that's what you want to look like.
Yes,
I think
everybody
we
strives.
We need to kick Weeburger out of the chat.
What is he saying here? Maybe the carbon is the jersey.
Burger's fine. Let him be.
you have to ask the person who received the pictures.
Yes. I want to have her on the podcast to tell us the story. Okay, voice actor Chris Thurman admitted on his now deleted Twitter account on Monday that he has sent photos of his private parts. Couldn't it be more creative? Can I run this through the Samuel L. Jacksonizer? This is 1 second.
Samuel Jacksonizer.
I mean, it's keeping you from your meal AC.
I don't have an end key. Don't get on me. ANN team isn't doing it for me. No, not Miser, damn it. Yes. I got to go through 2 different Digimeans to get to what I needed. It's not the Twitter. Is it this? There it is. Are you serious? There's no way this is going to actually work.
It doesn't work anymore, AC.
Well, I'll just have to add my own. Motherfucking voice actor Chris Thurman admitted on his goddamn deleted Twitter account on Monday that he has sent photos of his motherfucking junk to a minor who was allegedly 15 years old at the time. In response to an anonymous Twitlonger post detailing the allegations against him, he tweeted, I have no rebuttal. Sorry, I have no motherfucking rebuttal. I have no
The Twitlonger wasn't
defense."
very long.
Right. It was literally like, what even? Yeah. It's all there. In fact, his Twitlonger, he didn't even, this was in response to the Twitlonger. Right. Yeah. The Twitlonger wasn't that long. Anyway, I have no motherfucking rebuttal, no defense. All there. It happened. It wasn't an accident. At least he's owning up to it, right? He went on to say, all I can really say is that I am deeply sorry for how uncomfortable I made them feel. I know. Thank you, ANN, for actually quoting his typo. That was great. Very dark place during this time after a near decade-long relationship ended. Exited out. Still inexcusable. I had a long stint of doing this, even with old high school friends on Facebook. I have since stopped this and have moved on from that hellish place in my life. Right. This statement reminds me of that interview. Was it Oprah who did that interview with Lance Armstrong? And he's like, but I didn't call her fat. Right. Anyway. All I can really do is take my lashings. I completely understand the disgust towards me. I am trying to be a better human every day. Just please don't harass collaborators I've worked with. This isn't fair to them. They didn't know any of this. So the Footlonger post describes Thurman as an accidental serial dick pic sender, sending pics of his dick to unsuspecting girls. Funny how it's always girls with this guy. It's almost like they weren't accidents. It compiles screenshots from Discord showing 2 conversations between a user named Chris and another anonymous Discord user. On both occasions, Chris claimed that he sent the nude photos by accident. In one of the conversations, he asked the person he was talking to how old she was, and she responded that she was 15. Later
That
in
definitely
the
sounds like an
conversation,
accident if you're asking the age.
okay, so hold on. Later in the conversation, Chris described his penis in detail. Okay, so shame on you,
That's a big
Anime News
accident.
Network. Look, I just want to say I'm a big fan of this website, but boy, you could be so much more creative with these. First of all, you're gonna just leave it at this. Asked how old she was, and she responded she was 15. You're gonna leave out the part where he said, "Oh wow, I thought you were 17." Right? Like,
Which is still
like he
underage.
still thought she was
Oh.
underage.
Hey, that's
Yeah,
to
then
be fair, that's legal in like Mexico. So
You know, believe it or not, the
Information
age
Mexico
in
branch.
most states is actually 16. It's actually, I think it's almost exactly half the states is 16.
But is
But-
that the legal dick pic
Georgia
send
is 14.
age?
See, that's the question, though. That is the question, because, like, I was thinking about that. Like, if you're underage and you take a dick pic of yourself, you can actually be charged for production of child porn once you're
Right.
old enough, right?
you spread it.
But if you are sending dick pics to somebody who's underage, how does that work? Like, what's the
Well, it kind of
Indecent
it's like
exposure.
indecent exposure, corruption of a minor. Like, anyway, Thurman played MASH in Cautious Hero. The hero is overpowered but overly cautious. So
Who's
there
MASH?
are named roles. Who cares? Clearly a no-name character.
I
Daiki
just hope he's not
Kurosawa
the
in
main
King's
character.
Game, the animation. Another show no one cares about. Nakai in Karakai Jozu no Takagi-san. Seemingly another character that is unimportant. He provided additional voices for every other thing Funimation's ever done. No, but seriously, what is it about Funimation with
Their additional
Guardiola.
voices.
what was his name? Chris Freeman? Scott Freeman. And this is Chris
Scott
Thurman, right? And then the alleged things on Vic Mignogna. It's like, boy, could they just like keep it in their studio? Anyway, so do you guys have any thoughts on this fine specimen of a man? I'm gonna go back to his old photo.
It
Just
sure
so that we
sounds
know.
like
your
an
butt.
That's not what I-
accident.
Right.
Let's see. Mike Glad says he's getting off pretty light compared to Vic. The difference between both of these situations is Chris doesn't have coworkers coming after him saying, "He showed me his junk."
They
He's talking
terminate pretty
about-
quickly.
Well, I think that the difference between him and Vic is that he didn't eat a jelly bean.
I guess so.
Green Line 743, but Daddy, that just looks like you and your friend. Oh, okay. Referring to my daughter, I guess. That's. Oh, here, I skipped this one. Actually, honey, come here. You see this man? Don't ever. Yeah. I think that was a burn on all of you guys. All right. He was in a dark place. How about all of us in the middle of fucking COVID-19? I think we've all been in a dark place. All right. Yeah. So.
Well, everyone uses
I
I
just-
was in a dark place and just about everything they're called.
I
out
know
on.
it's like the biggest
It's a
excuse.
bit of a
ever.
cop out for sometimes.
and-
But,
exactly.
you can't differentiate if it's real or not.
No, but seriously, like that's the excuse you use that gets that one person who kind of liked you before they knew you were a creep
Sympathy
to think,
points.
I still never want to see him again, but he's right. That was a dark place he was in. You know?
Well, retrospectively,
You know?
now it is a dark place, is what it feels more like.
All right. Do you guys have anything you want to chat about in the 2 minutes before I leave?
Before you go, AC, I wanted to show you my ship picture that I have on my wall. So that's that one.
That.
There you go.
Oh,
this one. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, there you are.
Oh.
Right on. That's much better than the one I've got, which, by the way, isn't mine. And this room doesn't belong to me, and I'm borrowing my brother-in-law's lab for the internet. Also, I'm getting internet that should be better than I even had in Arizona in the near future.
That's awesome.
So this will be good. But I want to tell you, because I don't know how any other way to leave here. When I first moved here, I made my wife go through our box of non-anime DVDs to make a pile of things we're going to watch once and decide if we actually want to throw it away or keep it, right? And in that pile, I also stuck, just like other stuff I had. So one of those things was Hardcore Henry, right? But I have not been able to find my Blu-ray player, and I watched it by streaming Netflix, which was a huge mistake because it was about 14p, but it was fucking amazing. And I can't wait to find my Blu-ray player and watch it again. It was so good.
That was right?
Amazing.
That movie is so fucking good.
Is that the one in third person?
So much fun.
Yes.
It's in first person. You are so terrible at this.
It's in
You're about
person.
as terrible as FDDNM.
It was entirely shot on a GoPro.
Was it really?
Yes, they showed in the behind the scenes stuff. They showed the rig that they developed for this movie. For the GoPro,
I was amazed at the how steady it was, and the thing that like kind of irritated me. You remember when they're storming? They're trying to kill off the guys before they get to the lab, and he throws a grenade down there.
Yeah,
like he throws the grenade, and then like the dust and everything goes up there, and then they immediately run down there, and I'm like, really? Where's the machine you just shot all that smoke up from? How the hell did you do this so quickly? Was that a fluid simulation? Like they're just showing off at a certain point. And it's just like, it's crazy because it's like, let me describe the movie like this. You know that trailer for Rambo where he gets in the back of the truck and just shoots the guys in the front seat? That's the whole movie in first person.
It's so much. It is such a fun movie. I absolutely loved it. I figured you would love it too. And
I loved it. With your dad being that guy beating all those different roles was outstanding. He needs an Oscar for that role. That was incredible. How many roles that guy played? Talking about? It just kept coming up. Hardcore Henry.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty fun
movie. It's a great movie. All right, I'm gonna leave. I need to eat something and go to bed. I'll talk to you guys later. I will hopefully be back. We're going to start transitioning the podcast to Sundays so that I can do that. But Reese will figure out that. Flip, it's been nice talking to you for the brief second I did. It was like a really awkward segment because it was super rushed and everything. And I've already been here for 20 minutes, which is more than I was supposed to. I'll talk to you guys later. I almost ended the broadcast on you instead of leaving. I can't tell you how many times I almost did that last time, but I'll talk to you guys next time. Have a good podcast with that.
All right. Take it easy.
He's gone. We got freedom.
By the way, hi, Flip.
Hello.
All right. So, I gotta get back on my thing. Hang on. What does this one? Okay. Yeah, here we are. Back to where we regularly scheduled podcast. If you like this podcast and you would like to support us, go ahead and like and subscribe and follow us on Patreon. We got this Patreon here, and AC's got his Patreon here, and we got he's got the Stealth Weeb shop. All these links are down below. Now then, Augie, you want to talk about this one?
Yeah, the creator of Kimagura Orange Road has passed away in the hospital.
All right.
There was kind of like foreshadowing in the Kickstarter.
We saw this. Yeah, we saw this like a mile away when they were doing a Kickstarter for the manga. Luckily, the manga's released. I think only one volume's been out. I'm not sure. You want to confirm that?
They at least have one volume out, because the thing is, I only digitally backed it because it was a lot of shipping. So I'm just like, whatever, I'll give some because this was before we got the anime even relicensed.
Yeah, luckily Discotek re-released it onto Blu-ray.
Yeah, and they made a
We
tweet
got everything in
about
two
his
collections.
passing.
A couple things missing, but yeah.
A couple of things are missing. That new movie from ADV Films.
That never got relicensed, or has yet to. Asterisk.
Yet. So, you want me to read through this, or
Not really.
Only highlight what he died from.
That's the other side, right? Passed away, 61 years old.
Was it AIDS?
That's pretty much. I never passed away on just made that.
Okay, so we don't know what he's died from, but he
lengthy
is dead.
hospitalization, passed away in the hospital. He would like to recent users suffering from various symptoms related to cerebral
fluid, hyperplasia.
Hey, Augie, can you read this for me?
Yeah,
highlight it.
No.
Highlight it. Following
cerebrospinal fluid hypoplasia.
Hypoplasia. There we go. You've been fiercely determined to return to work surgery several years ago.
Unfortunately, it eventually became too much for his body and brought his passing.
So, medical complications and stuff. All right. Let's go back to these losers. You guys got pickups?
I indeed do, and I didn't realize the special name for our special guest. 1 second, I gotta turn on my camera. The nude cam. Is my thing zoomed out more than it's supposed to be?
You're too good looking.
Oh, thank you, sir. I need to get a haircut. That's the reason I look so fancy.
You look pretty good with your long hair.
All right. I used to rock long hair, but then I went to the dark side. So this is the Sword Art Online ordinal scale movie I got from the UK, as you can see, which I'm going to have to make a non-UK branded slip case or whatever, just because it was relatively cheap, and I was making an order, which I'll show the other pickups in a second. So I got Kakurio Bed and Breakfast, the complete series. I was streaming this, and then they announced the pre-order for this, and then I ordered it to finish it. And like I was saying before, it's kind of like Natsume's Book of Friends, but gender reversed. The thing is, the last arc that was the one that was in progress of, it kind of loses a bit of steam, but I mean, it was still pretty good.
Sorry. When you're done talking, I want to ask you something about that. Go ahead.
I was going to say, but I guess kind of what I was going to say is that it doesn't kind of conclude in, it doesn't accomplish the goal of is she still paying off her debt in the end, or does she decide to marry boy? And by boy, I mean gentleman, old man, but not old fish. But I'm imagining Natsume's Book of Friends also doesn't conclude in the same way.
No.
So I guess you could almost say that it kind of would fill that void if you're looking for something like that. But yeah, what were we going to say?
That's the 2-core release set?
Yeah, it's 26 episodes.
So is that a reversible slipcover, or I don't remember. I don't remember if that was one that had a banner the Essentials or Classics or something on it.
It's not. It's a regular.
Okay.
There's no banner.
You just
so you don't have to worry.
Just no slipcover, which sucks.
Yeah, but I mean, you can buy the 2 cores if you really want slipcovers, or you can.
Yeah, but that's double the show space.
Okay, well, I mean, you can make a custom slipcover if you really want.
Oh, okay.
I gotta learn how to get the right material for that. So then we have Be the Beginning, the non-cancer AIDS edition, which has it was significantly cheaper. Let's put it that way. Mine has a couple dings in it, but I think I'm just gonna suck it up. And God, I'm putting this in a really bad spot, aren't I? Then we have
Wonderful Wonderland.
Oh, Wonderland. I exclusively got this because I like Ilya Kuvshinov's art, and he was the art designer, I guess you could say. And
you got those from Walmart.
What?
You can't fool me. You got those from Walmart like everyone else.
I got from Amazon. So I did fool you, apparently. It says on the back there's a interview, I think, with Ilya Kubchnov himself, which is more than I expected, so I'm really glad I got this, even though Brad says it falls apart in the third act. It's also called Birthday Wonderland in Japanese, which is, it's just got a terrible name. I'm going to say that, like, The Wonderland is like, why not just call it Wonderland? Like, I don't know, man.
It's probably taken.
And then, well, I mean, there's Alice in Wonderland and stuff. You're kind of treading on copyright grounds already. Then we got Boruto Set 7. You couldn't tell, though, because it doesn't say 7 anywhere but the back. And you couldn't tell if I put in my collection that was missing Set 6 because it doesn't say it on the spine. I do have 6 on the way. I got it for ridiculously cheap. And then the long-awaited Persona 3 Movie 3 and Persona 3 Movie 4. Both of these are from the UK, but that does not matter because you can slip them in the beautiful art box that you can get from the UK if they're still in stock. So
awesome.
I'm pretty happy to have that, and that could be, I guess, a potential watch club if we ever feel like watching Sub again. Oh, wait, I got one more from the UK. This one was, just because it was I wouldn't call it cheap, but it was like kind of inexpensive for what it is. Code Geass. This is for the recap movies art box. I kind of plan to shove everything in this art box, but I don't know if it exactly fits. This is more if I ever have space again in my entire life that I can shove the stuff in here for absurdity's sake. It was like £24 as the UK currency dictates, not the weight. And then we got the breathtaking art of the Naruto triple feature collector's edition. What's the regular?
Hard just looking at it, man.
Yeah, exactly. What does the regular collector's edition look like? Because there's a steel book and there's a non-steel book. Because if the non-steel book is an art box,
non-steel book, and the special edition, just like the DVD of the first Evangelion Rebuild movie.
What? I'm just asking because is the other edition an art box or is it just a regular slipcase like the rest?
I'm
and they
guessing
just
it's just
call
a
it
regular
collector's?
slipcase.
Yeah, because they've done that before. That's collector's edition, but it's just a regular edition.
Steelbook.
They just re-released it, calling it that. And then one more steelbook, which is Paranoia Asian. Never seen this before, and never bought
Grace,
that.
you should kick him off the stream.
And never bought that really expensive at this point art box.
We need to do that series for a watch club at some point.
Yeah, I'd be DTF, and that's all my pickups.
All right.
All right, so I'm going to show 3 pickups. I got another video coming out, hopefully a lot sooner than last time. And the first one I got, and the reason why I didn't get Bellum is because I got the dub of Shirobako. Woo.
Oh, crap, that already released?
Yep.
That's
I
a
am
good show.
so psyched. Oh, yes.
Apparently,
That's
Stalker
creator.
Request is part of the same series of things. The working things.
Oh.
Like, not a direct
has
sequel.
nothing to do with this. Nothing.
Nothing to do with what series?
Shirobako and Hanasaku Iroha are all part of
Nothing
their
to do
with that.
working series. Their
Nothing.
working something series.
Nothing.
Well, I don't think
Anyway.
they're directly connected, but they might be
If
the
I
same.
remember, enough of you. If I remember right, this is the same creator who did Girls in Panzer, and I highly recommend this. If in this show, it's one of those. You have a team of creators to create an anime, and you kind of see the backwards of what goes through this process.
Yeah.
And also, they locked up the fatty.
Think Bakuman for anime.
Yeah,
Like what Bakuman is for manga,
Yeah.
Shirobako is for anime.
exactly.
Following
Yeah,
up next,
anime
I got. Following up next is the Golden Bat. Spinning around town, and that's
Is that
that.
bootleg?
I have no idea. Probably is. I figured you would know more about this, Flip.
Is there a
Is it a-
UPC?
Is it a burned DVD?
Yeah.
That shows
Is there a
no
UPC?
I don't think. Oh yeah, bootleg.
Yeah.
Like you get that. You got that.
GI Studios released this. Is distributed by Kunaki LLC. LLC indeed, huh? So I think this just has 2 episodes, it seems. So isn't the Golden Bat the first Japanese superhero, or was that the Skull?
Yes.
Okay. And lastly, for the podcast, something I need to make sure it scrubs a good clean for my VCR, and it's a head cleaner.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good show.
You got any?
I'm too lazy to get up off my ass to grab everything, so I got Fate Unlimited Blade Works. Haven't started it. I got Fire Force Volume 2 in the hard case box, which you can see above my head right there.
Ah.
It's pretty cool.
That's got a banger OP. The second half of Fire Force Season 1.
That show is just a fucking banger. I got the Paranoid Agent Blue Steelbook. I also got the Ghost in the Shell 4K Steelbook, Best Buy exclusive. And then I got Ultraman Ginga and Ultraman R&B. And then I got Graham Bell, which is the only thing that's near me.
All right.
And a lot of movies, but this is a movie podcast.
Leeberger says, I just noticed you have the same Seinfeld collector set I do, Augie. Sweet. We both got the puffy shirt.
All right. So my pickups, I've got Lupin the Third, The Pursuit of Harry Treasure, and also
I got all the discotheque shit too. I completely forgot.
and also the Paranoid Agent
Me too.
Blu-ray Steelbook.
If only they had the pre-orders available on Amazon.ca.
And I also picked up my first Criterion release, which was Pan's Labyrinth.
brother.
And non-anime stuff. 2 of these are Christmas presents for my sister and brother-in-law. I bought some 1-ounce silver coins. So for my brother-in-law, he's going to get the Death Star.
That's a pretty good manga.
Ooh.
And my sister's getting the Cinderella one. Hold on. Here we are. So this is really neat. I mean, it's only got 1,950 pieces. That was the year that the movie came out. And
That's legal tender.
This is from New Zealand. New Zealand legal
is that
tender.
worth in New Zealand dollars?
$2.
So if I was at like a thrift shop, I could pay with that.
So, but these were like $90 a piece.
Is that still? It's still $2 though if you use it at a store.
Yep. And then I got this one, this Harry Potter one for myself, just because I thought it was kind of neat. Come on, look, there you go. And like all of these, like all the faces are engraved, like the castle in the background, and the stuff is all engraved. This one's really cool, and like the pillars here for the candles. But yeah, this is 1 ounce of 999 silver.
Not 100 silver, a ripoff.
Yeah. So that's it for my pickups.
All right. Oh damn it! So I got through 3 discs of Aquarion. Did not have time to get through the 4th disc, unfortunately, and I didn't get to the quote where he says we're all born naked. And at a certain point, I'm like, is this in the 2nd season that he says that quote? Damn it! Oh, I could be wrong. So there's the possibility that this was. Do you guys remember hearing that in season 1?
Now listen to people who don't watch Paranoid Agent.
What was that?
Don't listen to people who don't watch Paranoid Agent.
It wasn't out of choice. It was out of availability.
Whatever, nerd.
I take it as a no then. Okay, so that could have been from the season 2. But anyway, we can carry on with the next course of action.
All right. So,
Are we talking about Aquarion?
I was
Talking
briefly
about the title.
mentioning that because we saw the title of the podcast.
Hey, Flip, give me a high five. Shit. Oh, there we go.
all right. So we covered this stuff. Berserk. And then-
Detroit become Youmacon.
Do you mind if we talk about Aquarion? Because I might have to go here in a little bit.
Oh, okay. If
Alright.
you have to leave, we could do that.
We will
I just don't
do.
want to
We will do the watch club right now.
Okay.
Aquarion.
I'm gonna get my opinions on Aquarion. I think the show is pretty okay. It's for me, it's very similar. It's in line very much with like Eva and Razafon, and it's trying to do something a little bit more heady. It's very slow paced, especially early on. But the end, which I'm not going to spoil it because FD hasn't seen.
Oh no! I've seen this. I was rewatching it, so you can spoil.
Okay, the ending is like very
Terrible.
what's the ending? Like, what's the word when they describe older mecha shows? Like hot blooded, which kind of like there's like this weird juxtaposition that happens where it's very slow, and then the ending is very not slow and it's very terrible.
Kind of like how the end of Ava.
You kind of had a three-way rivalry tension. Then the one character forms this unity, and behold, grandeur.
Overall, I think the show is fine, but it does that thing that a lot of mecha shows in that era do, where the season one is either great or okay, and then the seasons and the following content later are like all terrible. I'm trying to think of like another example, like
I had a Aquarion 8.
your
Not Aquarion Age.
7, Fafnir, all those types of shows, like those, like they all, like their sequels are terrible, but that show is very okay. It's a very okay watch. Like if I had to rate it, I would probably give it like a 7 or a 6. But the music though, God, the music's good.
It was pretty good.
Oh yeah, it's in the Nika Nuka Doga medley. The first opening was.
It's so good, dude. But yeah, I rewatched part of it for this, and it was I couldn't get through all of it because it does run a little dry, especially at the very beginning. So I guess I would recommend it if you're like a mecha completionist, but if you don't have that much time, I would skip over it entirely.
Okay.
I got a lot of Aquarion Age and Ceres flashbacks.
Oh.
Ceres regarding the whole, well, our ancestors did this, so obviously I inherited your ancestry, and oh my God, it's 15,000 years. Get with the program. And with Heroic Age, you have the same theme of tribal boy joins futuristic mecha pilots.
That's true.
Saw a lot of obviously a lot of Evan nods like what Flip said. The character for this, even though it's a slow pace, the characters remain interesting. I think that they might have formed an orgy later, but
I think it had enough episodes to cover the amount of characters they had, because they had a relatively wide cast, but it didn't feel like anyone got too short of a stick, the short end of the stick.
like the soccer thing kind of dragged on, but
The what thing?
This character who played soccer, and he still wants to keep playing soccer.
I mean, he got like one episode so far. From what I was rewatching, the one where he was like going through merge withdrawals, which was kind of a funky concept.
The funniest to me was when everyone had to swap roles and act like each other.
Oh yeah, that was pretty funny as well. That's the thing about this show, is that it has so many little things sprinkled in that are quite enjoyable, but then it will have some things that are a bit annoying, like the tsundere complex with, oh, he's an ape, and oh, you're just a snooty little princess.
I thought
Type
that
deal.
had some fun to it.
Well, it after a certain point, it gets repetitive. Initially, it's not necessarily a bad thing. But what is it?
So,
Yeah.
I have not seen or am current with this. So, how in the world does this get a sequel? This kind of seemed like it tied all the knots.
The sequel, it tied all the knots. It just like exploded the knots and was like, well, great. So the sequel, I think it takes place 12,000 years in the future. So there goes your hopes and dreams of that ending. So regarding this show as a whole, when I first watched it, you know how there's Apollo and there's that guy that he's always talking about, oh, he died and stuff and blah, I'm so sad. They took him. That guy, Baron.
Yeah.
So between them, I wasn't sure who the main character was the first episode. And then when I found out it was the guy who acted like an animal, I'm like, oh, I don't particularly like that. I don't want him to be this degenerate, unrelatable pond scum.
Aside from Jungle Book, the one anime I found where you have the tribal character become the lead was it's not Jinro, but it sounds like Jinro. Geo Senki.
I don't think I've seen that.
Oh well. Pretty much this boy gets kicked off of his noble planet and is a part of this prison planet. And they have to go through this jungle-like planet, sort of like Tarzan. But anyway.
But yeah, the primitive aspect of it, I found like you couldn't relate to the character to a certain degree. It's like he doesn't have some of the basic decencies. So it's like in certain situations they're made more difficult because he's a primitive thing. Like maybe as a side character, but as the main character, it's kind of like, ooh, you need to deal with this the whole series.
He does adapt better or quicker than the main character from Heroic Age, but still a little lost on Aquarion. Like, why is he tribal? Some past elements, but not all past elements, especially dealing with the orphans.
Yeah, there's some things that seem like if he's that primitive, why does he do this then?
Why is he obsessed with smells? The dead character coming back, it's not Code Geass. Amazing.
Which one was that, Baron?
I believe so.
The guy that, the guy he's all jacking off all the time. He's like, oh, my old friend.
If that's how you saw it, I guess. I have no idea what you're talking about. So how you hanging in there, Flip?
Like, Baron.
Yeah. Well, had a long day.
Oh, dude. No sleep.
No sleep.
No sleep.
No.
My kid wanted, I don't usually put her to bed. I'm usually doing something when she's in bed. So last night she goes, Daddy, come cuddle. So I went to bed with her and I fell asleep at like 10, which never happens. And then I woke up at like 12:30 in the morning and could not get back to sleep. So I just got up and played Ghost of Tsushima for like 8 hours and then went to bed at like 8:30.
At least you didn't wake up with makeup on you.
That's happened. That's fine.
Oh.
But went to bed at like 8:30, woke up at like 11:30, 11:45-ish, and then just tired.
Gotcha. You're usually more energetic while on camera.
Yeah, that Tsushima really sucked him in. But yeah, the overall thing about Aquarion season 1 is the tsundere banter gets a bit too like overwhelming. It's like there's just too much of it at a certain point. Like they do get lighter.
She slowly develops to like the character who she apparently 12,000 years ago was married to. So she does eventually like the person. Just
right. It feels a bit weird that part of it feels like it wasn't a natural development from between the characters. It was more of, oh, we were totes lovers at some point, so maybe I'll humor him. Like, I would have preferred it if, I don't know, they built together more organically or whatever. But the overall problem with this show is that the ending, you finally get them to shut the hell up, and like as far as I remember, they shut the hell up and they're both like, okay, yeah, I guess we love each other or whatever. And then there's the whole climax of him using the infinity infinity punch to sew back together the earth in half. But the thing is, both of them are sacrificed or something in the process. So it's like,
really get what's going on there.
I'm pretty sure that's what happened. They both essentially were sacrificed, and it's like, oh, see you in 12,000 years. And I'm like, well, great. All my investment towards these characters just went down the toilet. This is
so
fun.
pretty much just a big circle again.
Yeah, it's like, what was the point of going through all that crap if I was just gonna not, if I didn't get a payoff? So that's the only real, I guess you could say, major issue apart from the tsundere complex. Season 2, I think, Season 2 is probably the best season. I'll be right now. It fixes a lot of issues, but it has another major issue. It feels like what's his name, Shoji Kawamori, always has one thing ruining something that's perfectly, well, maybe not perfectly, but pretty good going. So other than that, yeah. I completely forgot. The best part of the show was by far Gen Fudo. He just has this righteous philosophy talk that happens periodically. He'll just come in and be like, I don't remember what it was. He's like, I need this vector to go out right now, or whatever, when everyone's completely opposed to the decision or something. And then he'll say some philosophy like, you must see what is on the ground before you can walk, or something like that. I don't know. And that's where the quote, we are all born naked, comes from. And that could have been from season 2. I'd be so sad if we ruined that, but that's fine. Because
I was so bummed that they were doing these. I was so bummed that they were doing all these tests, and it was just to try to get them to learn you have to use teamwork. Have a lesson on teamwork. Oh my God, there was no reason to have this ambiguous vagueness as to what you're supposed to do.
That's kind of the point of this philosophy, is that it sounds really stupid, but they have a clever way of always tailing it back at the end, because they'll have this lesson in at the beginning with the people at the base, and then once they're in the mechs, it's like, oh, I have to take a look at what's on the ground because I almost stepped on my sister. What were you saying, Reese, before we get too far off?
You say that character, the philosophy character with the line, we're all born naked. If you're saying the sequel is 1,200 years in the future,
1,000
or whatever, that means that character is only in the first series, right? So it has to. That line would have to be in this season.
No.
Well,
Yes, I have to watch part 2 eventually.
There may or may not be a character that reprises. I don't know. It has the same antagonist. I'll spoil that much.
Okay.
Be right back.
So in other words, the season 1 doesn't actually conclude it because they don't actually defeat Boy. But yeah. Season 2 is better.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it.
But there were some things when I was watching season 3 that I was like, man, I'm missing some things about season 1 that I liked. And then when I went back to season 1, it's kind of it's weird. It's almost like you watch each season and you're like, there's things about other season that I would have liked more in this season. It's like you can't have the perfect balance. Season 2 has the most going for it, though. I'll say, though, this is probably one of the best Funimation disc releases. This is an old disc release. This is why it probably looks so good, because despite being SD and 480p, the line work looked relatively good. You didn't see any aggressive compression on everything. It's probably about as good as you can make it look. It had a Blu-ray in Japan, but I don't know if that was just a really bad upscale or something. I was really disappointed that Funimation didn't re-release it. But yeah, I think it's literally the same discs. They released an Essentials version this year. And it's the same discs as those, Augie. and it looks really good for being DVD. If they reauthored the discs, they would probably look worse. I hated how they didn't have the chapter for skipping the opening specifically, because I missed half of a couple episodes, I guess, because there was a flashback to when they accidentally kissed each other or whatever. I'm like, wait, what? When did that happen? So I missed that apparently. But I'm like, whatever. It says it all. I don't really need to see that.
You say it's one of the best releases, but that's one hell of a big flaw.
Okay, the video quality is one of the best. The authoring itself is not, because I watched Kakurio, that bed and breakfast thing I said. I could skip the opening, and I'm like, this relief, is unlike any other.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that's about it. Genfudo was the only real major thing I had to bring up.
I would recommend it because of the characters.
Yeah.
Characters and situations that they were in. I felt like they were likable, quirky enough. The music, it gets set you into a trance, especially the two openings. I like the first one opening better. Second one, I had to get used to it. Then it just grew on me because of the tensions within the stories. This was made to sell toys, ultimately. It's true.
I think Shoji Kawamori used Lego model, like he made Lego models of them to design like the mechs or something.
Fair enough. CG was not frustrating considering the time period that it was in.
Oh yeah, the CG aged really well. In fact, it might honestly be better than season 3's CG. I can't remember. I feel like there was a couple janky moments in season 3, but yeah, this holds up like well. You can watch it.
It's not a perfect series, but still something enjoyable. It's not the worst in the world, but if you're looking for something to watch to have that mecha taste in your mouth, but nothing real serious, watch this one.
I think it's a bit of a necessary evil if you want to watch season 2 at least. And it sets the stage for what Aquarion is. And like, I think the things that it sprinkles, the value it sprinkles in here and there is worth it enough for just to watch it. Should you buy it? Maybe not. But I think it's at least worth the initial investment.
If you're one of those individuals that wants to let things go and not hold a grudge, like over 12,000 years, you'll be fine. If you think 12,000 years is enough to move on and go live another life, you will be annoyed by this factor.
All right. I think that sums that up.
At FDM, you reminded me of a turn of phrase that I think when we were talking about Haruhi Suzumiya and Endless 8.
Uh-huh.
No, he said turn of phrase.
Necessary evil?
Yes.
I think it was, that phrase was eluding us then, right?
What was I saying? Like a rite of passage?
Yeah.
Necessary evil is more fitting.
Yeah.
I don't know why
Rite of passage.
I still have no issue with Endless 8.
To watch all 8 episodes of Endless 8 is a necessary evil for the movie. That's what I was trying to get.
Boy
get
Fart D.
Welcome back, gentlemen.
Sorry, I have IBS, so I just absolutely shit my brains out.
That's good to know.
Fascinating.
All right.
How does that affect your job when you're working with pizzas and stuff? Do you have to work?
I don't usually eat breakfast or anything before. Like I usually eat like one meal.
Wow.
But when I did, I would be in the bathroom a lot.
Well, the thing is, like when you have long periods between meals, it'll make you digestively. How do we put it? Loose.
How many times did you say
But yeah, we have concluded our Aquarion, so we can.
Did you have anything else you wanted to add for Aquarion?
Yeah, like a concluding thought. He kind of did though.
Alright.
He started with that.
Oh, I dropped the phone.
Alright. So that's it for the Aquarion Watch Club. Next week, I mean, if you're just sticking around for the Watch Club, we will be watching. No.
Not that.
Not that. Augie, put it down. Bad idea.
I have not looked for what we're watching, so you have to say what it is as I twirl something in its place.
Blood the Lost Vampire.
Yeah, we'll just CG it on there.
Well, that is AC's Phil's, technically.
Yeah.
Alright.
So,
Since we have solidified our watch club for the next 4 weeks, after Blood the Lost Vampire, which we will be doing the podcast for on Sunday the 25th, Sunday November 1st, we'll be watching the Helpful Fox Senko-san.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then you mentioned FDDNM sub-only watch club. You have the sub-only version of Millennium Actress.
What? It's sub only?
DVD is yes.
No, I have the Blu-ray.
Oh, you have the Blu-ray? Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I remembered you had the DVD. I didn't.
I have the
remember
sub only
you get-
version of Tokyo Godfathers.
I remember you had the DVD version of Millennium Actress. I didn't remember you getting the Blu-ray version of that.
I don't remember.
That
Oh, not a mistake. That was a mystery.
Does Canada have Walmart?
Yeah.
I know they don't have
one,
Target.
What is that?
You do not have Target.
We used to, but it failed. So
It fell miserably.
Yep. The one fan in our Discord chat, anime fan, he's like 15 minutes away from me. He posted a picture that's like, yeah, my dad picked this up for me at Walmart, and it was JoJo Part 5, Part 1. And I'm like, what?
Cool.
What? I just ordered that on eBay, though, because I was lazy. Oh, Lashonsky says, sorry for being late and gay. You are forgiven. And we're going to be demonetized now.
Thanks, Lashonsky. Appreciate it.
By the way, though, Weaberger says Flip had his own necessary evil, it seems.
What? Oh. That's real.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on to the articles. Now we're back to our regularly scheduled program, ladies and gentlemen. Back to the articles, starting off with Kickstarter news. All right, Berserk exhibit crowdfunds to install a giant Zod statue. 10 million yen crowdfunding goal for a statue to feature in January to February 2021 exhibit. Green fund, here we go. Come on. It's taking so long. There it is. Oh, it's almost reached its goal too. 72%. I don't know. I'm guessing this is 209 backers with 10 days left. I'm guessing. So I'm guessing this is the character, right? Zod?
Yes. That is Zod.
Okay. Let's see if we got a picture of what the statue's gonna look like. Nope, guess not. Alright, so that's a thing. That's kind of cool.
How about this? We crowdfund so Mira fucking finishes the goddamn series. How about that? How about we quit wasting bullshit time and money on fucking statues, okay? Shove that up your ass, Mira. Finish the fucking manga.
Did you see those giant gut sword bookends that Dark Horse put out?
No, because I spent all my fucking money like an idiot on movies
Ugh.
and statues and shit.
And why do you pronounce it as statues instead of statutes? I don't even know where that came. Where those people are.
Like this right here. This one was like $500.
Dang.
It's Gundam Prelude. It's Gundam Wing Prelude in white. Metal figure. It's you guys can't tell, but it's gorgeous. And then this one right here is another, like I think 5. That's Star Saber from Transformers. And then these right here, I built all these and painted.
Sweet.
Here, we got Eva Unit 2 metal build, Barbados, and then 2 Kamen Rider figures. So. And then you get my Zone of the Enders Anubis wings that my daughter destroyed the rest of it.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's really nice. I put it there because I was rearranging the shelves, and she slammed open the door and she goes, "Oh, look, a bird!" and then just smashed it.
Oh,
So,
wow.
there goes 8 hours of me building that thing.
Well, when she's older, you'll have to get her to remake it.
Well, when she's older, I'm gonna drop kick her.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
When she's old enough to be drop kicked.
Well, first you gotta get a trampoline for that.
Alright.
I'm like a trampoline.
Lishansky says he just bought a perfect grade Fenix gold-plated
Jesus
model kit for
Christ, dude. That's actually a decent price. Those things usually go for like $700, $800. So he actually got a good deal for that.
What series is that from?
Gundam.
Unicorn.
Okay.
The Phoenix is the God. What's
Oh, that
NT?
gold.
The Phoenix. I don't know if you guys have seen NT, but the Phoenix is the one that's piloted by a ghost.
Oh.
Spoilers for NT. It's fucking trash. Don't buy it, even though I.
Oh,
bought
yeah.
it.
Been told.
I like this whole shelf right here. This like small shelf right here is all Gundam, except for the Unicorn box sets over there. So, but yeah, NT's terrible, and the Phoenix is a gorgeous suit. Especially like NT's so well animated. It's just the story is awful. I don't know. Have you guys watched NT?
No.
I'm
I've
smart
only
enough
seen
not
one
to.
Gundam.
So can I go on like a little bit of spoiler talk for NT?
Go for it.
Sure,
for it.
since it's allegedly terrible.
So Unicorn's my favorite Gundam. I do think like it's my favorite, but I do think it gets a little too silly with the new type stuff. I think the new type stuff, if it's used very sparingly, is a cool idea and a cool concept. But in Unicorn, I think it's like a little bit too extreme, even though it's still my favorite Gundam series. And then NT takes that and just goes overboard with it, where the Phoenix is piloted by a new type spirit, and they're trying to tell a story about why there's no new types in later UC stuff. And I think it could have been a lot cooler and a little bit more tonally compared to tonally on board with a lot of older Gundam stuff. If they would have, like, I don't know, had a new type massacre happen, like something a little bit more dark, but they try to condense this very important plot point, which I don't think needed to be told, just like have it, mentioned in passing. But they try to like tell why the new type program shut down, why there's no more new types. And I think the characters they develop are just literally copy and paste of Armoro and Char and all these older Gundam characters, but they're like dumbed down versions of those characters, and it's such a letdown. But the fucking production value is insanely beautiful. The animation's great, the art direction is awesome, but it's wasted on a terrible story. But like an idiot, because I'm a completionist, I bought it because I buy every Gundam Blu-ray. So yeah, that's my review on NT.
I'm not a
like
Mecha fan. I
6 or 5 to complete Gundam.
What?
So let's get back to the articles. So Youmacon. Detroit's Youmacon postponed to 2021. Convention gets online event this Halloween weekend, which is when it was supposed to have occurred. Yeah. Anybody want to say anything about this one? Move on.
Move on.
Anime Frontier delays inaugural event again to 2021 to December 2021. It was delayed to May next year, now moved to December. So, I think this is the first time for this convention. That's what an inaugural means, right?
Yeah.
So, live action news. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure manga spin-off Thus Spoke Rohan Kishibe gets live action miniseries.
Will this be on Netflix?
Who knows? 3 episodes comes out in December. This could be good. I mean, but I'd be interested in watching it.
I would too. I just wonder what happened to the animated specials of his spinoff.
Oh yeah, there's 4 of those.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's up to Viz to release those, and I don't think we'll probably ever get those. It would have been nice if they had included them in like the second set for Diamond is Unbreakable, but if they keep releasing them, that would be incomplete.
It might be a separate license.
Yeah, it probably is, because they were released with manga. Well, no, the first one was released with, you had to buy all like 9 volumes of Diamond is Unbreakable DVD or Blu-ray releases in Japan, and then mail in like your proofs of purchases, and then they would send you the first one. And then like the other 3 were released with volumes of manga.
Okay. So, I thought it was a special in the Stardust Crusaders at first.
So, he looks kind of like him, I guess. I mean, he's got kind of like a kind of green hair.
He's in the wrong light to really tell.
It looks kind of greenish. It looks kind of greenish.
Looks more like a mafia movie poster.
Yeah.
Mamoru Oshii plays himself in live-action romance film Hanabata Mitai Nakoi Oshita. He plays himself, and he plays matchmaker in this movie. I thought that was kind of interesting.
That is interesting. Wonder if he's going to have his bulldog. I mean, his basset hound.
I don't think he actually has one.
He had one. Don't know if it's still alive or if he got another one.
And Aragne, Sign of Vermilion. We covered this because this is the one where the guy made everything on his own, I believe. The Sentai has it, and they're going to start screening it on October 9th. So you can book your virtual screening. It's like $10 or $12 or something. Let's see here. 2 ways to see movies: stream at your local theater, or watch it online. So, $12. Pay $12 so you can watch it online on Eventive. So it's 85 minutes, Japanese or TVMA. Alright. So that's kind of cool. We'll probably have a Blu-ray release from Sentai next year.
Yeah.
And then we have Japanese cinemas lift COVID-19 seating restrictions for Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba film's first weekend. Which, I don't know if, my local one is, if you buy a ticket, 2 seats on either side of you are taken out of, you can't buy tickets for.
I saw Lupin the Third, the First this Sunday, and
that hit
pretty much that was like private screening for myself. I was like, 4 people were in that theater.
Man. I wish I would have been able to see that this weekend, but I was pouring concrete all day Saturday and all day Sunday, and I'm still sore.
Do you know how to survey, or do you all have to get someone to survey for you?
No, we just did it all ourselves. I mean,
Oh, cool.
we're doing footings around the garage building. We're doing actual concrete footings around our building, so we can tear down the existing building and put up a new one.
Okay.
So we're doing that all ourselves, just me and my dad.
Are you going to stick with wood or swap to metal building?
It's gonna be all concrete footings with it's gonna be stick built. So
Okay.
So this is probably helped. They can pack more people in the theater. That probably helped. Demon Slayer commencing film tops entire global box office for the weekend. Earned $43.9 million, more than double of number 2, and this is, I think, the highest Japanese opening weekend in history for a movie.
Quick, continue. Flip does not like this. He'll throw it in an oven.
I hate Demon Slayer. Fuck Demon Slayer.
Flip is not a shareholder in OCA Podcast LLC.
I thought you were going to say not a man of culture.
He's not a man of culture either.
That's true.
So we're going to talk about Demon Slayer quite a bit actually this week. All right. Aniplex USA to debut third Fate's Day Night Heaven's Feel film in U.S. theaters on November 18th. Also, the first 2 films will screen as a double feature on November 14th. So
that is correct.
That's going to be fun. I hope I can see the third one. I would love to see the third one in theaters. I saw the first 2 in theaters. I would love to see the third one. And hopefully AC can go see these 2 and get that footage he needs for his first impressions of the second movie, so he can do the first impression of the third one and do a double release for that. That'd be funny.
Right. Forward.
First 3 Evangelion reboot films get 4D release in Japan, December 4th, 11th,
Does that
and
mean
18th.
we can smell Asuka's panties?
Well then.
You can probably feel her punch on the back of our backs. Maybe get doused with water.
Yeah. They just, like, when they're
Water
going
for the hospital scene. A thick, creamy water spray.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
All right, so
But the next one, though.
Evangelion's final film opens in January 23rd.
Now, they didn't specifically say Japanese theaters.
Yeah, that's probably. We're not going to get it over here at the same time.
That could be due to Anime News Network's amazing writing.
Yeah.
I think I saw all the anime version for the first Evangelion rebuild movie. So if it was to be re-released, it might be not Funimation, but possibly G-Kids. Yeah.
I feel like this can't possibly go down well, but I have not seen a single ounce of any of the reboot films.
Have you seen the original series or
yeah,
movies?
and the End Evangelion films?
Have you?
Yeah.
Okay.
That. It feels like it's probably just going to be End Ava 2.0, or they might have an actual satisfying ending, but I have my doubts.
Yeah.
Anticipate and wait to watch.
All right.
This
is going to be fun. We got a lot of stuff to cover for this one. Yen Press released the new Haru Shizumi light novel in hardcover on June 2021.
Oh, so shit, son.
So this is book technically 12. This would be a U.S. release number 11 because they released... these are the paperback ones that I have. They don't show the pictures. They released books 10 and 11, which are the surprise of Haru Shizumi first half and final half. They released that as one book over here in the U.S. So we only had 10 books. So this will be technically book 11, but technically book 12. They're going to release this with the first of all, the reprints are going to have these covers, which are the same covers that the hardcover versions of the original releases had, and these are the paperback releases for the covers for the original release. They're just solid color with. I had these. I sold mine in anticipation of getting the reprints. So the reprints for the first 10 volumes are going to be paperback with these covers, and the new volume is going to be paperback with this one, with this kind of cover, with this cover here. This is the new one. Paperback, hardcover to match the old hardcover release, and a paperback of this kind of style cover.
This is
but it'll be like a limited edition. The new book will have 3 versions.
Jesus Christ.
So, yeah.
Well, I'm glad that I don't read light novels, so I don't have to deal with this headache.
No, I still mind thinking that.
I'm gonna get going.
All right, thanks for doing
I do want to point out one thing. Fist of the North Star is getting a hardcover release.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys saw that, but I think
It's
that's the
being
most important news.
I don't think I have it in the doc.
The Rising Comics.
Yeah, so Viz is putting out Fist of the North Star in hardcovers, the same format as JoJo's.
Yep.
So same.
Yes.
Like it's
same page size. Same page size.
Also,
probably,
I want to talk about real quick the PS5 backwards compatibility. I'm utterly surprised because they said it would work with the top 100 games, but then they come out and say, "Oh, hey, by the way, it's 99% of the fucking lineup."
Well, yeah, it's literally the same architecture.
It's literally
same with
the same
like
shit,
Xbox.
except for games I could not care less about.
Oh yeah, of course.
Anyways, guys, peace out. Thanks for having me. Everyone, have a good one.
Thank you for joining us, Flip.
I love you guys. I will gladly come back some other time.
All right.
Oh,
We'll be happy to have you.
Oh,
Not sure what he said. Thank you.
Yep. All right. So back to this one. Come on, give me back this one. Okay. So I sold mine, thinking that they wouldn't be. Didn't click on it. Thinking that they would not do like a consistent release, but I don't mind that I got kind of screwed out of that. I mean, I'll be happy to have these covers instead of these ones.
Yeah.
And have consistency all the way down with the Japanese releases.
The Yen Press logos.
Yeah.
Still have all mine.
Yen Press on the Yen On logos on the spine. Yen Press is for the manga. Yen On is for the light novels.
Right. Yeah.
So, what were you saying, Aggie?
I still have mine.
Ah.
So, shall we continue?
Yeah. Okay. I thought this was kind of funny. Do any of you watch Golden Kamuy?
I've seen season 1.
Not by choice, but I'm glad the second season's out of the snow at least. What's going
Augie
on?
was anime raped into watching it.
I've been watching season 3 as it aired. I did not realize how much I missed this show. But anyway, the who reads Golden Kamuy? The answer may surprise you. Not really. It's pretty evenly split. It's a CNN series, but with all the characters are relatively attractive. So
a seinen series, so the guys will want to watch it for the seinen action, and then the girls will come in because there's freaking 4 guys right there.
It is so much fun. So I thought that was kind of funny. All right, PS5's PS4 backward compatibility detailed, including 10 games that will not run.
I'm surprised there's even 10, honestly. I thought that the ones that weren't going to run were select games that have like PS5 releases coming out, so they wouldn't want you to be like double buying or whatever, but turns out we're wrong.
There's something that directly affected or relevant to this podcast after Samurai 2.
I didn't know that even existed.
I didn't either. Revenge of Kuma Volume 1. So I'm assuming there's a Volume 2.
Frick, I don't know.
Maybe? DWVR. TT Isle of Man, right on the Edge 2. Just deal with it. Shadow Complex Remastered, Robinson, The Journey. We Sing. Hitman Go Definitive Edition. Is that like Pokemon Go?
Pokemon Go.
Shadwin and Joe's Diner. That sounds
think-
like
All right. I
That
wouldn't
sounds
play
like a
any of
winner.
those games.
Exactly.
ability to transfer games saved between PS4 and PS5. The game is a developer decision and will vary title by title for cross-generational games.
The thing is, Xbox, I think, is basically probably going to be the same, except their list is just going to be all the Kinect games because they're like, oh, that's embarrassing. Why'd we make these?
No.
But yeah, it's the same architecture, so it's basically a one-for-one compatibility from PS4 to PS5.
So, anything else you guys want to say about this?
No.
I have no idea what the hell they're doing.
Alright. Release news. Tiger Lab Vinyl goes live with a new subscription featuring Hunter x Hunter OST and more.
Subscription?
Subscription to vinyl.
Subscription for vinyls.
Yeah, but
Pre-orders went up today for 5 upcoming releases.
So if you get a vinyl in the mail, you get done with it, do you send it back in the mail and they'll get you a new one?
No.
What do they mean by subscription to vinyl?
People who like vinyl?
Well, what I'm saying about the subscription to vinyl thing is, why would you subscribe when you have no control on what you get?
So the subscription is $330 US. Oh, no.
Burger.
$275 US, $330 international. That includes shipping, which is going to be astronomical because of the shape of these things.
That says including, or
yeah, including shipping.
Included in the price.
Shipping is included in the price.
Okay.
So you get 3x3 Eyes, Legend of Divine Demon, Devilman the Demon Bird, Hunter x Hunter, 3 LP with trifold packaging. That is probably the only one in here that I'd be interested in getting. Take a Godfathers 2 LP with gatefold packaging, and Vampire Hunter D 1985 version. All of the above will be released in standard editions once the subscription registration period closes later this fall. Stay tuned for artwork along with additional reveals, with the individual reveals.
Wait, so you pay $275 and you get 5 vinyls?
Yep.
5 vinyls that I can't even control which ones I want, because God no, I can't miss out on that 3x3 Eyes, that anime that's totally licensed and available that I've totally seen everywhere. I really want that one. By the way, Lashonsky, I can't tell if it's a joke, his last 3 things, but sounds like he cares about Joe's Diner. I've never heard of Joe's Diner.
Shit, not Joe's Diner. Yeah. Oh, Weeburger left. I didn't see that. Sorry. Night Weeburger. So anyone here going to purchase a physical disc version right away?
I fear the disc version will only have 1 or 2 runs.
I fear the disc version will have only 1.
For all we know, it's a digital-only game, but I don't know. Lashonsky is more of an expert than us.
All right.
Anyway, we can go on to the next one.
All right. There we go. Sentai Filmworks licenses Blade of the Immortal anime. I wish Flip was here for this.
Sweet.
I wasn't a fan of it. I mean, at a certain point in the series, it got like, what the fuck is going on? Because they're trying to cram like 30-some volumes into 24 episodes.
That's what was concerning me when it first came out.
Yeah. It should have been like 3 times as long.
I haven't seen any of it yet. More is coming out. That means more to watch.
So you're saying it's a really crammed up version of the entirety of the manga?
Yeah. Like, I mean, it was going at such a pace. I couldn't follow it. At a certain point, I was like, I don't even know what the hell's going on anymore. Just because of how fast things were going.
Well, that's a shame. I mean, you could always buy the old version, and
I've seen the old version too. I mean, that was kind of meh.
Okay.
So, My Hero Academia getting gnomes.
No.
Because when you think My Hero Academia, you think gnomes.
They
No.
literally just lazily put a cone on the top of each of them, and they're like, "Buy it, just
They're
buy
like
it."
brownies, but they're gnomes.
So you get the 2 movies and a pair of gnomes.
So, Reese, as the
Time for
advocate,
holidays.
the ambassador to My Hero
Watch
Academia,
out, David.
do you approve of this? Are you going to buy it?
No.
Why not?
Don't you
I thought
mean
you loved
gnome?
My Hero Academia.
I already have the first movie. And
I already have the gnomes.
I don't want the gnomes.
Yeah, you do. You're lying.
I don't even know how big these stupid things are.
He doesn't gnome.
Gnome way.
No more. All right.
Alright. Right Stuff has increased their minimum free shipping threshold.
I'm glad you said increased, because the Twitter post or whatever it was, the WTK put, I couldn't they said we changed it to 75, and I'm like, is that more? Is that less? Because it sounds pretty good to me.
It was 50. So it went up 50%.
So it was 50, now 75. However, if you did anything with the Sentai cells, they're normally 75. So I guess they just increased it with the world. Now, what I'm wondering is, are they going to apply more taxes to their shipments?
They can't. You can. The only places
by
that are
the
taxed
state.
are Iowa. The only place that can be is freaking Iowa.
And in that case, it's determined by the state, not by just Right Stuff.
It's where the warehouse or the shipping facility is located, and the residents of that state. So since Right Stuff is in Iowa, Iowa residents are taxed by their local tax. So I get taxed 7%.
He gets cucked.
So what does that mean for out of country people?
Canadian is still 250.
Ooh, we got such a good
International.
deal. Not getting our 250 cap raised. By the way, Sentai went back. You know how I messaged you guys with a screenshot saying, wow, Sentai is getting competitive or whatever, because their Canadian shipping was like 150 the one sale. Free shipping after 150. I'm like, dude, that's pretty good. And the thing is, Sentai doesn't charge me tax at all. Right Stuff, because they're super official and everything, they're like, okay, we're paying you the customs before, it gets taken to the border, because the customs will have the handling fee and everything, so they just take care of it ahead of time. But for Sentai, they just don't care, so they just free shipping, no tax. It's exactly the price it says at the checkout, so which is really cool. But yeah, I still
wish you would just get like a degree or something. Just move over to the U.S. so you just avoid all
I know
this.
that you guys like to tout how good the U.S. is, but I don't know, man. There seems to be a lot of things going on in the States that I don't want to encounter. But
Just
yeah,
be legal, avoid police, be an upstanding citizen. You'll be fine.
I'm not a fan of this because I usually make 2 orders a month, and they're right. I usually try and get it, right over that 50, so maybe $60 per order. So this kind of hurts me personally. Right. I might just have to start making one bigger order
every month or whatever, or Yeah.
But trying to make pre-orders that all come out right. That make one order contain stuff that all come out right at the same time, so that order is not being held up or something. So that's kind of a problem. Like right now, what I have in my cart, what I was going to be ordering next is Lupin the Third, Secret of Twilight Gemini, and One Punch Man Season 2, which both come out, well, if Discotech releases Lupin early or gets it to write stuff early November, early next month. So I'm going to have to try and, I might have to just bite the bullet and just go with these and, I don't know. So anyway, that's that, and I gotta change Windows.
There's some links I want to send you for things to open up during the pre-orders.
Oh yeah, I learned this while bringing up Walmart again. When I was looking up Demon Slayer just to compare prices and stuff, I noticed most of the anime Walmart gets their stuff from Right Stuff, so it's like they're a middleman between the two.
Wait, how do you know that when Walmart gets their stuff from Right Stuff? Open those when we get to release news.
Hold on.
Oh my God, this Frederick Douglass just keeps texting me or messaging me.
Alright, so what else you got in here? Okay, that's what is that?
Augie, give us some ASMR stat.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
The hell is that?
ASMR?
Yeah.
You know those videos where people are like, they're really close to the mic and they just make really quiet, they whisper and they make these noises that are supposed to like make you tingle or whatever?
Daddy, would you like some sausages? Daddy would like some, please. Daddy, would you like some sausages? FDDNM on his knees. Oh.
Like that?
Yeah.
That's ASMR.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, recently I was watching some good old Street Fighter.
Is that?
Hang on.
That's not the thing that manga released, is it?
Oh, no. What manga released was...
The 29-something episodes.
Yeah,
Street Fighter
V. Street Fighter V. Street Fighter 2V.
Yeah, it's 2.5, which is the dumbest thing ever, but we all know this story.
Oh, it still has clumsy moments like this version has.
I'm not talking about the show itself. I've never seen it. I'm talking about how Street Fighter 2 is the one that blew up, so that's why everything after that is Street Fighter 2, this iteration, rather than just simply, it's Street Fighter.
Not really. They kind of...
What do you mean not really? It's literally called Street Fighter 2.5.
I know, but other releases call it Street Fighter.
Ultimate Street Fighter 2, etc. I watched High Score Girl. I know what they did.
I lived through that era and saw the different games. The games, they stuck with Street Fighter 2. The anime and other media, they eventually got out of calling it Street Fighter 2 and just Street Fighter. Ha ha ha. Oh my God!
I finally got these.
Control.
I finally got these all moved over. Hold on a second. Where is it? I'm lost again. Where is it? There it is. Okay. All right, take it away, FDN.
No. That comes after the U.S. Just start on the right stuff, and we'll circle back to it.
Okay.
I'm lost in.
I gotta find it. Get there. All right. This I thought was kind of neat. Izuku Midoriya, My Hero Academia 1-to-1 scale bust figure.
Crippled version.
For $4,655 or $56.
So Reese, as the resident My Hero Academia advocate, are you going to buy this?
Fuck no.
Can't even wear clothes.
He's crippled. He has no legs.
Yeah.
His one arm's way too close to his chest, so you can't dress him into other stuff.
Not comfortably.
Like the mannequin he is.
Alright. I thought this was
Does it
gonna
say how many pounds it is?
40 pounds.
40 pounds. That's going to be one hollow thing.
So
That's sure going to be a piece of plastic.
let's see. Plus Ultra. This pure shoulder. I'm looking for see what this thing is made out of.
Painstakingly perfected and sculpted, colored and shading. That remains true.
I don't see anything about what it's supposed to be made out of. Alright, moving on.
Next.
Moving right along.
Sorcerer Stabber Orphan Season 1 Blu-ray.
Yes.
Season 2 is going to have a longer dick.
Yes.
Probably.
More likely.
No Guns Life Season 1 on Blu-ray.
Every time I see this, I see the gun head and don't want to watch it.
It's okay. I mean, you could definitely watch worse things.
Someone needs to sell me on it. All right, next.
Just watch Appleseed. I was wanting Appleseed. I didn't get Appleseed.
That could be an issue you have.
Appleseed sucks, though.
You're fired.
Case file number 221, Kabukicho Season 1 Part 2, which is Kabukicho Sherlock.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, it's kind of meh.
Onward.
Demon Slayer.
Significantly worse art.
This is an
Alright.
absolutely
Right from
horrendous.
Walmart.
This is terrible artwork compared to the first set.
Yeah. They should
I-
just
I-
have
Limited edition look like.
I actually would have preferred, yeah.
Steins Gate artwork on it.
Yes. Where is it? Pictures. But I would have loved to have just had this artwork.
I don't disagree.
That would be awesome. That would have been awesome. Especially with the foil.
It's almost
but
like that artwork looks like a part 2. It's like, okay, we got the big thing that sells you on season 1, but now we don't care about selling you on season 2 because
Are those characters in season 2?
Actually, I would have preferred this for set 1 because these two characters are in the first couple of episodes.
they're not
And then
set
have-
to.
And then have this picture be this one for set 2.
Sure.
That
I'll
would have
have
been
to take
better.
your word for
That
it.
would have been incrementally better. Have this would have been set 1, and then this one be set 2.
Well, you know the main problem. It got anaplexed.
No.
It is the problem.
I mean, I don't know if that's the source, but sure. Even though it got Funimation technically, but yes.
Anyway, moving on.
Moving
We have-
forward with your anyway.
Chain Chronicle: The Light of Hecesitus, Essentials Blu-ray.
That was okay. It was still a look at me.
Funimation thought so as well. That's why it's Essentials.
And we got Dragon Ball Z Season 6 Steelbook.
Looks pretty good for being the one that everyone's going to want the most, right? Because the conclusion to the Cell Saga.
Yep. And then Season 7.
And then the one that I'm the most excited for has...
The
Why
Great
would they
Saiyan.
Why would they put Piccolo on it instead of...
They're following
Who
the
knows?
same cover scheme as the Orange Brick releases.
No, I think... didn't Set 6 have Cell on it? Set 6?
Nope. Set 6 had Super Saiyan Goku on it.
What?
Look.
I'll look it up.
Wrong ball. Still bow. There we go.
Alright, so Season 5 has Cell on it. That's
Oh,
consistent.
right.
Season 6 has Super Saiyan Goku. Season 7 has
Piccolo is on 7.
Piccolo. Season 8 will have Majin Vegeta, and then Season 9 will have, I don't know if it's Gogeta or Vegito.
Whichever one they decide to call it.
That's just this one here. With the fusion with the earrings.
The fusion rings.
Yeah. So.
All right.
Then we have Star Blazer Space Battleship Yamato 2022-02.
You can tell it sold well because it's not
2202.
essentials.
2202, not 2022. 2202. Complete series. And Meiji Tokyo Renka Essentials Blu-ray.
It's there.
Never heard of that one.
Fruits Basket Season 2 Part 1, the DVD Standard Edition.
The limited edition one doesn't show the box, I don't think.
That's this thing right here, I'm assuming.
Look, it looks like that's a little envelope that holds the art cards.
I'm fine with that.
You're fine with what? That it being the art card holder or the box?
The box, high quality rigid box designed to fit your entire collection. It used to say 5 sets.
Right, they fixed it.
They might have cut the reveal that Season 3 is only gonna be 1 core.
They've announced it for 2 cores, I think.
No.
But what is it?
What does Funimation.com show?
I think no, the Funimation.com I think has the same image.
It's got the same stuff here.
But the thing is, if that's theoretically the art box, it looks like ass. Who wants just a generic flower field? But the worst part is the little flap, because the flag box, the Made in Abyss box, they have a flap and it sticks out, and it is so irritating that you don't have a nice flat contact between all of your DVDs in your collection. So
you still get these little rocks too.
For Satan's sake. Like they're really obsessed with those rocks. But luckily I have the first 2 limiteds. I hope they don't make a limited for Season 2 Part 2, because god damn it. They're just gonna make me pay $30 more for rocks. But anyway, we can move on to the next one.
What's in your fruit basket? Rocks.
One Piece Season 10 Voyage 4.
More like Rocks Basket. That's 628.
650.
So does that complete Dolphy's arc?
No clue. You'd probably know better than us.
Yeah, I don't follow One Piece.
Hold up, Caesar's Lab.
I can
tell if I can read the synopsis there, Reese.
Yeah. Come on, load.
No, you can read the white page.
Scroll, okay.
Fight on Caesar's Lab comes to an explosive conclusion as everyone scrambles for safety. The warlord Dolph-Flamingo.
Beginning. Beginning Dolphy's arc. Okay.
Punk Streak for Punk Harvard. Sweet. Alright. Is that the same thing that's here? Yep. Punk Hazard Behind the Scenes, specially commissioned cover art.
Really?
So out of Hazard Punk and into Dolphy's lair or island.
Why would they commission special art for one of the releases that's going to instantly be obsolete?
They've been doing that for quite a while for all of these.
What a waste of resources. Because like they do the 2 halves, then they do the collection.
Yeah. Non-Baka Complete Series Essentials.
Flashier prison school that's definitely less etchy.
Log Horizon, Celtic Ramens, Lord Mark Venatus.
Oh, I saw that last one.
I saw
and the first one.
Ramens.
How is that one?
It was okay. I mean, I watched it as it aired. So, we got Conception Essentials Blu-ray.
The show that everyone hated, but I still kind of like. I'm halfway through it, and I'm still masochistically enjoying it.
When it started.
I just hate that that thing on the front. That that creature.
This thing here?
It's it makes dirty jokes at every point possible, and it's so unsubtle and just annoying.
You even got it on the spine.
Yeah.
When did you start this series, FDNM?
Last year, I watched like half of it. I played the second game and I got every trophy, but it's completely unrelated besides the mechanics.
So you breed, fight, and repeat, okay?
Yeah, they make star children. You see the name? That's the pun in the name. Conception, as in they conceive children.
Yep. All right, so Bartender, 50th Anniversary Collector's Edition Blu-ray. Yeah. All right.
Well, about time it got a release.
Yeah.
Not sure if I would say 15th anniversary, but hey, that might sell more.
More like only anniversary, because it's the only freaking release we've ever gotten of it. Hey, it's on Amazon.
So since this is being released by Shout Factory, who also did Be the Beginning, we were in our private chat concerned about the size. And
don't switch.
Who is this? Danny? Yeah, Danny. Danny did the solid of getting the all the anime release. And the US release is going to be basically a 1-to-1 copy of this.
Yeah.
He did do a good thing, though. He put a good show beside a bad show. So now I want Bartender even more.
What?
So I asked him to give a size comparison.
Right.
So, yeah.
Now, I did make I did point out that it didn't say A4 art cards like it did with Be the Beginning, because you would have thought that, you know, if they're going to make them that size, they'd point it out like they did before. So going forward, we can probably use that as a marker. And I guess the price, because, you know, it's not the ridiculous whatever the other one cost.
Yeah. Like 100 and something.
Yeah, for an inferior release.
Yeah. But sadly, it's still sub only.
Okay, I mean, I guess we can live with that. You know, to get it at all.
Yeah.
They still have the British preview images.
Yep. But they don't have the age thing on here.
That's a sticker. That's a sticker.
Oh, it's a sticker?
That's why.
Okay.
That's what it looked like to me anyway. Because my When They Cry has a sticker on the plastic wrap. That's why I could take it off.
Yes.
Here we go. Lupin the Third, the First. This is the DVD only version, which looks better than the standard Blu-ray DVD combo pack release, because that actually had the full movie poster. But you know which one that looks even better than this one?
The one I ordered.
God, I'm so fucking happy that this is getting a steelbook.
They did it again. The preview. Look at the spine. Like this is
this is just a mock-up.
I know, but why do they do that every time? It looks so ass.
It's quick, and they have other stuff to do, and they're lazy.
I can do a better job. I want to do a better job.
There is a mock-up that actually has the where is it? Cover art. I'm just seeing what all this stuff, what the new stuff is people are talking about here quick. All right, where's Lupin the Earth? On the Shout Factory website, you get this lithograph. See here? They got the actual spine is shown here. So that's what the spinal actually does look like.
Oh yeah, I just make fun of their mock-ups because
Yeah.
they still can't do them right, apparently.
Now, my complaint, I wish they would have been able to use Brady Hartle's fantastic Lupin the Third logo. And also,
It does show up like that in the movie.
oh, they did swap out the logo for that one. Damn it!
It is that one in the movie.
God damn it!
It's
I
not.
just haven't tweeted that out yet.
It's not.
No,
the one that you see on the
I've
cover.
seen the movie already. I mean, they swapped out the Japanese logo for this one. So, I mean, they do that with all. What they did that, G-Kids did that with all the the Ghibli movies too. What was I saying? Oh, you know how the Lupin the Third, like, the discotheque releases for Lupin the Third, they have to have the third written as into part of the logo. Like, see that the third written underneath the eyes. Brady said that was a stipulation from TMS.
Huh.
But G-Kids doesn't have to do that for some reason.
Just to
Why?
pay more money.
You know, the funniest part is how it says the third, like full words, and then the DVD listing says 3RD. It's so hard to search for Lupin the Third consistently. It's like, what do you type? Lupin 3? Lupin Third? Lupin the Third letters?
No. But anyway, I'm really happy about this because this is the Bresson Diary in the background, which is literally a metal book. So, I'm so pleased with this. If this is like embossed and engraved, I would just that would be awesome.
Oh yeah. I like how G-Kids actually lists their stuff on Amazon, so I don't have to wait 7 centuries to buy things.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, definitely. If you're going to get this one for sure. And apparently, this comes with a 60-page booklet. The standard edition does not come with that, or at least it's not listed on the standard edition.
There's no reason it really should come with it, but yeah. Anyway.
And lastly, we have Your Line April complete box set Blu-ray coming from
Is it
America.
gonna pull a Tokyo ESP and do that? Like have the card, the art go width-wise?
They did that with the Anaheim box set too.
That's stupid. Why? Stop. Get some help.
Well, I mean, this is just the first image. We don't know for sure if this is the actual image that they're going to be able to have on the box. But granted, it probably is. But and $99 for 22 episodes is probably the best deal for an Aniplex Blu-ray set.
Technically, it is because they did this like 30 episodes for the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, but the difference is, Brotherhood.
Well,
that's a complete thing.
But
this is you're getting a complete thing.
The Brotherhood one is definitely the better deal because they had like 34 episodes.
Well, technically, it is a better deal, but it doesn't feel like that because you're not getting the whole thing in one go, and it's $200. But if you think about it,
that's still 64 episodes.
Yeah.
Plus all the OVAs.
Now, if you think about Your Line April, if you split that in half as $50 per thing, that doesn't sound too bad. No. Could be a lot worse. They've done worse.
All right. So now we're going to talk about these.
Go back. Open rights stuff. Actually, no. It was on Twitter that Brad commented on the Gundam seed that we're getting.
Hang on. I want to say I saw...
The comment that Brad said was, "It's got AIDS height."
Hold on.
Which
This thing here?
you're almost there. They have another image that shows how AIDS it is.
No, there we go.
There.
Holy hell!
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Now, Brad is correct in that it's AIDS height, but he has neglected to see that it's also AIDS width. It will stick out no matter which way you put it.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't know what to say, Nozomi. How do you guys keep screwing this up? What went through your minds when you made this? Like, art books are single-handedly ruining all of our collector's editions because they're like so obsessed with making it so you can fit your art book in the set.
Did AC retweet this or something?
He responded to it. Well, maybe it is a quote tweet. If you go up there, well, you can just go to AC Twitter. Ciphers.
Oh, that's AIDS tall. There you go. He
Wow,
retweeted it.
it's AIDS tall. And Lashonsky responded like, "What? It wasn't."
What's the biggest anime you have? Probably Sentai's Cancerous Infinite Stratus. Like how big? Too big compared to none of them? Alright.
I don't. Yeah. But yeah, like. So the thing is, I was.
But you know, he does say he puts out for LEs. So
And that is an LE.
What's that mean for collector's editions?
Oh, it's all the same umbrella, but
Alright,
yeah.
So you're comparing it to this one.
What? No. Well, the thing is, all the anime announced like the same day that they're gonna release their Ultimate Edition, and you know you can see by default this one's much thicker, and I'm like, oh, that would be really satisfying. But at the time, I was thinking, well, you know what? I want to save space in my collection, so I'll go with the Nozomi one probably when that has a price drop. Now I want to get this one again for obvious reasons, because there's no way that theirs is going to be that height and that thickness. That would be pretty freaking hilarious if they did, though.
This has got to be thicker this way.
It is. That's what I'm saying. It's
yeah. So what are they using to fill? What are they using to fill behind the Blu-ray cases?
Oh my god! I don't even want to think about what blasphemy they've been doing. And the thing is, it has one of those clear slip cases that's definitely going to get damaged and scuffed up. Like,
yeah,
we really need to somehow get an interview with like Sean Kleckner or whoever is in charge of this crap and say, what was going through your minds? Like, we need it to fit the art book. Get rid of the art books. I want to kill whoever's making
just scan the art book and put it on the Blu-ray so you can have it on the big TV and see the big artwork.
Shrink wrap the Blu-ray chipboard box to the art book. Just do that. I don't care. Make it ugly. Just don't release it with a gigantic AIDS box. Now, to be fair, worst case scenario, I can just take out those 3 Blu-ray cases. I'll give them that credit that they're not forcing you to use this in your collection, but it kind of defeats the purpose getting it if it can't fit in your collection. You might as well get the standard. However, this is the only way you can get the SD only old dub on the SD Blu-ray disc or whatever. And I don't know if you have to do this as well to get the compilation movies, but the point being, you have to get this to get some content. Why didn't Gundam Seed have a box like other Gundam releases? Yeah, that's a good question, D-Flex.
What is consistency? And what happened to Augie? Where did he go?
Apparently the Gundam was too much for him to handle. That's why Gundam 00 was by far the best Gundam they've released. they still screwed up G Gundam despite having still a good form factor because they didn't put the good art on the right side, so you have to put it sideways. But like, God, Nozomi, how do you keep screwing this up? I want to just have a discussion with you and be like, what is going through your head? Are you insane?
Yeah.
So yeah, you can go back to
what kind of consists? What is this? Another coffee table piece? Like, nobody wants this kind of stuff. You can't put that in your shelf.
They probably see that, like, they had Gundam Wing collector's editions in stock for the longest time, and they're like, oh, this is the last of them. But they had them so long after they said that because probably no one wanted that giant coffee table piece.
What happened, Doggy?
Internet failure.
No, he couldn't. He just couldn't after he saw this.
So what's with this iceberg edition of Gundam Seed all about?
Well, I'm just saying how the industry is so obsessed with putting the art books inside the same box that you get your Blu-rays in that they're ruining every art box they touch.
So kind of sort of similar to NIS, there's a block of styrofoam to quote unquote like booster seat the Blu-rays.
It's bigger this way and this way, so they've got to have a box on or something to fill in on the back side here.
You'll have a nice art book maybe, but the thing is, if I wanted an art book that was nice, I'd be buying one separately anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, let's really look at this here.
Sell the art book separately.
If you're going to do something like this, and you're going to the extreme of making a box and all this, why not make a DVD or Blu-ray case that fits it, like just as big as the box?
Hold up. Are you talking about
open it up and you have 3?
That's the problem.
Are you talking about Pony Canyon?
Pony Canyon did some weird shit.
That's what I'm saying. Pony Canyon makes the art book
too.
They make the Blu-ray case as large as that art book, but that's still a bad release. Why would you want it to stick out of your collection that much? And like Reese was saying, sell the art book separately.
Technically, that would be a quote-unquote
the Blu-ray case probably only goes to where my mouse is. That's a huge gap in here.
The reason I'm saying to go this route, because if it's technically collectors, might as well go to the specialty route for your cases. It'll stick out like a sore thumb, but technically this would be one of those quote-unquote considered coffee counter,
as we were just saying,
lookables.
Yeah, but no one actually wants those.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
it's the bootleggers aren't going to want to do it anyway.
Yeah.
That is one positive.
If you said to Nozomi, Right Stuff, if you said sell the art book separately, they'd probably say no, and you'd be like, why? Because no one would want to buy the art book. It's like, you're forcing us to buy it.
That doesn't make sense.
No, it does make sense. Why do you think they don't have art books for these? I'm not going to say necessarily obscure shows, but like art books that people wouldn't be buying up, like Dragon Ball Z. Like, because I can't see many people just buying a Gundam. Well, maybe a Gundam C, because that one's actually pretty big. But like, I don't know, G Gundam art book. I don't know. I don't know if there would be a huge crowd enough to warrant them going out of their way to do that. So they force you to buy it with the collector's edition. We don't want it. They don't want it. Like,
nobody wants it.
Don't buy it.
I won't. I'll be buying the UK edition, which you can show, Reese.
All right. Let me get back to this. Come on, print the window out here.
Are you like unplugging your entire mouse every time we have a discussion?
There you go.
Okay. Look at that, Augie. What's wrong with that? I mean, there's a lot of white space, but like that's so much better. If that's permitting, this is Blu-ray height because it could be the same dimensions, just thicker. But I have a feeling this one's going to be good.
I want more visual on the spine than just blue, white, Gundam Seed, and whatever that green thing is.
You'd rather the the North American edition, which probably honestly has literally the same thing on the spine, just less empty space.
I'm not a fan of minimalism. Minimalism is survival fashion, in my opinion. If I'm going out to get this, I don't want to minimalize.
See this one? This one's pretty minimalistic too.
I don't like
It's just that it isn't. Well, you pick your poison, Augie. Do you want a terrible box, or do you want a spine that's not that satisfactory? Like, pick your poison.
I remember not liking Gundam Seed, even though it's technically targeted to my generation of high school.
But which one would you buy if you had to buy one?
Neither.
Kind of with RHYS on this.
It
Kinda wish
it
I could
doesn't
see
include
more.
an art book. It's not well. Contents are to be confirmed, but I mean,
Well, how is it so big if there's no art book? What the hell did they throw in it?
I mean, look at I'm thinking it's going to be the same size, maybe as the G Gundam or Gundam Wing. Gundam Wing,
but that would
I don't
be
mind.
fine. Wait, hold on. Did you say Gundam Wing?
Yeah, I didn't mind that big old box.
Oh God, no.
It's a
What do you-
shoebox.
What are
technically,
you doing with the shoebox for Gundam Wing? It's literally sitting
don't know.
behind on my thing, doing nothing. It's taking up space.
So is
I
everything else.
G Gundam. No, well, the difference is G Gundam and Gundam 00 are in my collection.
Me too.
I don't have them sitting on an arbitrary shelf just because it doesn't fit anywhere.
Okay.
now I guess when this was first announced, we kind of had that idea.
We had a
I mean,
hint. But they like to make elements different sizes because
yeah,
you know how we saw Bartender? Those art cards look puny. Inaccurate. But yeah, we can move on to the most left Dragon Ball Super release. The UK is releasing a complete series version of this.
I still want that.
I would get this if I somehow had any confirmation that Funimation wasn't going to do their own.
they will. I mean, they haven't done a complete series release yet.
They haven't done a
collected release
collection.
yet.
Yeah, of the like two collections in one thing.
That would so make collecting Dragon Ball Super easy for me.
Oh yeah, just having a complete collection, yeah, absolutely. I'm pretty tempted to get this one and not the next one, which has some of the problems that we were just discussing about Gundam Seed. Look at that thing. It's another one of those coffee table pieces, but it doesn't have
Big ass book. The big ass book takes up all the space because the book is laying sideways in the center.
They're treating it like NIS America, where they just shove a bunch of crap into.
Well, technically, Funimation did this before with the Rock the Dragon edition.
Yeah, but that's the exception, not the rule.
That's what we're talking about for coffee table edition.
Yeah. I don't like it. I mean, I feel like I can pick this up in a wrestling ring and smack the other person down with it. Like it's like a plank of wood.
It sticks out like a sore thumb if you do attempt to put it in the collection, and like just no one wants it.
No.
Now, if they would repeat what they did with the Blu-rays to Dragon Ball Z, I would be fine with that because it'd be like a big old collection.
I'm
You
curious
mean the one
about-
we just showed?
The one that Brad has.
What? What?
The Dragon Ball Z Blu-rays that Brad has. I wouldn't mind it being like that.
The level sets?
Yes.
Or not the level set, not the level sets, just
The Blu-ray of the regular Z
window
with 16:9.
The widescreen Blu-ray sets.
Yeah.
The ones that came in that sleeve.
Yep.
That was literally the Dragon Ball Super that we had right before that one that RHYS was on.
I wasn't on. My computer or my internet kind of kicked me off.
blue.
No, it was 2 seconds like before we switched to that one. It was right.
Right, I've heard that from you before, and this didn't happen in this case. That's what I'm talking about, Reese. Yes, that's it. If they release it in that format, I would so buy it, even if it would be
Yeah.
150. Shoot, if it's 150, I'd grab it.
Funimation would have to. How many sets for Dragon Ball Super? 10?
There
10
was
so far.
but those were
10
half
so
sets.
far.
So
So
it'd
it
be
would've been
five collection sets in an art box.
Awesome. That would be
Which
like
would-
one more than.
Yeah.
Darn it. Me and FDNM have it.
Twin Star Exorcist.
That's it. Thank you.
But yeah, that's what the other Super Edition was that we just showed.
What did you show? All I saw was something similar to Rock the Dragon.
It was the
in
one
that
right
long box.
before Rock the Dragon.
I wasn't there.
You were two. We just looked at it.
You dipped out.
This one here.
Oh, cool.
This is the standard edition.
So you dipped out between Seed and the Rock the Dragon?
Yes, I guess this was passed by too fast. Yeah, I would gladly buy that one rather than that.
Yeah, that's why we're giving hell to this Rock the Dragon edition. It's like, why would you?
It's cheaper, more shelf friendly, and I'm curious why it's 12 discs instead of like, was it? No wait, never mind. I'm not thinking straight. How many episodes is Super? 130 something.
131 or 129. It's one of the two.
To the ANN.
3 times 6, 18.
So does it include the movies?
No.
No.
Okay.
They have a different box set of that.
If Funimation would have to reauthor their sets, that'd be like 5 times 15. Be 15 discs. So they've got a lot more episodes per disc on average.
Well, to be fair, the thing is when the second disc of each of those 12 episode things is only
no. I'm talking about like if they would reauthor their sets, so it'd be 5 collections. That would be 3 discs each, to have like 8 or 9 episodes per disc. So that would be 15.
Well, they can fit 24 episodes on 3 discs.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay.
5 times 3 is 15. This is only 12.
D-Flex Tone says 131 episodes. Which, by the way, D-Flex Tone also said, why didn't Gundam Seed have a box like other Gundam releases? Gundam 00 and G Gundam had nice boxes. Exactly. Wait, why did they mess up this upcoming Seed release? All I know is the box isn't as nice. Oh, so the Gundam Seed release is really tall to accommodate the art book. Coming to the realization that art books are ruining collector's editions. Yeah.
So 131 divided by 12 is 10.91. So pretty much 10 or 11 episodes per disc.
Ooh, that's pushing it.
That's concerning.
Yeah.
I mean, the most for a dub release that I've seen that looks decent is Yu Yu Hakusho, and that's 10 episodes.
And in 4x3.
And in 4x3. And no special features on that disc. And I'm sure these would have special features.
That's the age rating, 12.
Oh no.
20 Blu-ray discs.
This is 20 Blu-ray discs. Never mind. What the hell is the 12 supposed to stand for?
The age rating. I just said it. Classification 12 is what it says right up in the...
Oh, classification 12.
Yep.
Okay.
False alarm. We're safe.
False alarm. 10 Blu-ray discs.
20 Blu-ray discs. 20. Let's move
20
on.
Blu-ray discs, which is pretty much their standard. No reauthoring of the part sets.
Yeah. Okay, so we're good.
Which is what Funimation would do. Exactly. I'm glad
in
because
triumph.
I was worried for the Australian fan base. I really was.
You were what? This is.
I was worried for the Australian fan base.
Well, not the UK. You think they can burn in hell? Because this is a UK site.
Oh, I thought this was Australian. Never mind.
It's the same region technically, but
Euro. That's right. I don't know.
no,
I
that's
was thinking
pound.
Australia.
That is pound.
All right, moving on. Next, where the fuck am I now?
I just see
Remove.
2 naked arms coming out of a black box. Well, that's what I saw.
Arms, or did you think legs? Ooh.
I thought arms.
Facebook.
So what are we
There we
doing
are. AC added that one. I haven't looked at it one bit. And we're gonna open all these up just so I'm done.
I'm glad that's on VHS. I thought all the safety traffic Akira Toriyama stuff was stuck on reel to reel.
Okay, this is taking forever. I'm gonna wait for that to load. What do you guys want to talk about?
What did I watch lately?
Why, Street Fighter, the TV series, which I've only gotten to the first disc. I finally watched Jungle de Iku.
Jundeiko.
The Blu-ray?
The Blu-ray and the DVD to see what special features was lacking on the Blu-ray. I found it to be quite charming. No. Honestly, I think Sorcerer Hunters has a better ending for what they were trying to go for, but it's totally different genres. No,
All right.
not really.
Everything's loaded now.
Oh, holy crap.
Toei video.
They have it listed on Amazon, except it's third party, but it's cheap third party, so that's acceptable.
Alright, so the Dragon Ball Traffic Safety Special exists or existed on VHS. Never knew that. Thought they were just distributed as film rolls. Very interesting.
I didn't even look at this.
This is very interesting. Yes.
It says Toei video.
I can read
What's
this.
the kanji?
I can read this.
Looks like the Toei emblem. VHS.
Next. Pokemon anime will release its original soundtrack on CD for the first time in 10 years.
Where's that
Wow.
pre-order link?
I'm actually kind of surprised about this too. I would figure that they would release like a soundtrack for each individual series as it comes out.
Marketing.
You know, distribution is the thing that helps combat piracy. So when you don't release it for 10 years, you have, you're making a lot of money on your music, right?
Yeah. All right. This Gunpla builder designs amazingly lifelike Gundam dioramas out of plastic model kits, and Flip would have been.
He would have renounced his title of Cum Lord from seeing it.
Yeah.
So this is pretty neat.
Oh yeah.
And this is all model kits, parts or whatever.
Yeah, it looks nice.
This is insane.
Man, if Toy Fair was still around.
Green Line 743, top contributor and stakeholder in Anime Collector LLC.
It's not an LLC unless he files the tax that way for this.
That's the joke. So when you say WTF, are you referring to the ending has a really crazy turn, or are you saying WTF and what was the point of the show? Because that's the gist I got when I was watching it. Okay.
So it's what the fuck or when to fuck?
I'm pretty sure the second one has never been said ever. Probably the
Never
first.
been said ever. Never been said ever.
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 Backtracking, D-Flex Tone says, y'all think Garden of Sinners will get a dub release?
Nope.
No.
Would like it to get a decent price release.
Yeah, that's
That'd be
probably
cool.
We basically got that with the latest release. which is the one that I got a couple like last year.
Yeah, Aniplex isn't very generous when it comes to dubbing things, let alone going back to dub them. So I wouldn't count on it. Green Line says the ending. Don't spoil it for me. But you know that gives me more to not look forward to when I return to it inevitably. It's going to be a lot of what's the point, and then it'll be like what. Unless the WTF is like incest or something, that would be pretty dope. I mean, what?
All I can say is what the fuck? Like, what the fuck am I watching? Or what the fuck did I watch?
He says the ending and the show. So I guess it's a bit of both.
All right, back to this one. Yeah, this is really cool. I'm not gonna read all this. This is insane.
I just like how it looks like you could literally use that as a set for a sci-fi or something. It would look really authentic.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
This looks like a freaking painting. I mean,
I would watch an episode or an hour special just to know what he feels like for fandom and how he created it.
This is insane.
And it's the big Zam. So would this be on the moon base?
All right.
Rick,
Moving on.
Gulf out of nowhere. Gulf's supposed to stay on Earth.
1980s classic robot anime Space Warrior Baldios returns as a stylish plastic model kit.
Sweet.
Another one Flip would have been good to have around.
And Discotech released this series.
It looks very simplistic in a good way.
Kind of would like to see it articulate. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, it's got the shoulder cannons. Oh, does it transform or does it, or like a...
I guess so.
Some good smile. Okay, I would have seen this cover, which I know I recognize seeing. I would not have taken that for Mecha Show.
That's true.
I mean,
I think the other Baldios release they did for the TV series has a mecha on the front.
Well, let's see.
how much was I skipped over the part where it said how much this thing costs.
How many yen? 74 US dollars.
So to answer your question, yes.
Yes.
Yes, it does.
7,800 yen.
D-Flextone says, I'm looking for the last 3 volumes of Hikaru no Go. They are hard to find or way overpriced. Yes.
DVD 12 does not exist. They did not produce that DVD. So if it's
there you are.
11 and 10, just keep fishing. 9 should be simple. But yes, this is what the TV series of Space Warrior Baldios looks like.
Yeah.
Give it a
How
quick
long is
spin.
that series?
50?
That series is 34 episodes on 3 discs.
Oh, okay.
Not bad.
Sub only?
Sub only, sadly. The movie is dubbed.
Yeah, that's
As
interesting.
it
Is that on that set too? Or
No, you gotta
No.
get.
That's TV.
Separate. That's a separate release.
There is the DVD's right here, but this is
That's the movie.
Yep. The movie has both English and Japanese.
Is it a compilation or
that's a compilation.
Compilation.
no?
That's what
Okay.
that's what
That's
Sentai
typical for.
So I wasn't completely done with my thought of Hikaru. I have
yeah.
like up to volume 10 of it, and I'm not going to bother with 11 because they have the whole dub on Crunchyroll. I didn't even know they dubbed the whole thing. It's like Monster all over again. But I'd bet on Discotech or someone picking it up and re-releasing it fully. So I just
pretty confident Discotech has it since it's all on Crunchyroll.
That's
Maybe.
true.
Maybe.
I don't. I probably won't go getting the other volumes. At least not yet, because if you still want them, I'd wait till they re-release it, then they go down. But
9 for $60. Technically, yeah, that's double the price of the original, but at least it's not in a triple digit.
I'd
So
hold on.
budget fish. See if you can
That's
find
only like
cheaper
what,
price.
4 or 5 episodes?
10 I found used, but only.
Will sell as a set, so you have to buy all 10, even though you already have.
Oh, how bad's that? Doesn't hurt to have a spare.
I mean, if they're going to re-release it,
Brent.
you'd rather not have 2.
Well, there's no news of it being released. We're basing it on
There's hints
speculation.
like
So
Crunchyroll getting it.
use your judgment on what you want to do.
But yeah, I think it's actually HD on Crunchyroll because they had a Blu-ray in Japan. It's a pretty decent upscale. So
Are you sure?
I am. That's
Are you
the-
speculating to sound good, huh?
What? No, I've seen the footage. It looks nice. It looks way better.
Oh yeah, I finally finished collecting all Hunter x Hunter. New
Oh,
series.
really?
No,
Yeah.
The new series or
I've had the old series for a while. The new series, I finally just, over the 2 months, okay, let's just get this over with. So I got volume 2 through 7 and the 2 movies. Now I'm done.
It's ironic that we're talking about Hikaru no Go because I bought the entirety of Hikaru no Go, the French release, which has all the episodes, and I also bought the French release of all of the original Hunter x Hunter, including what we never got, the Greed Island OVAs.
Mhm.
Okay.
Well-
what do you think of Hunter x Hunter, Augie?
Don't know. A lot of Texans love the show. If he does his magic like Yu Yu Hakusho, it has to be a classic.
Oh, I thought you said you watched it all.
No, I collected it all.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought when you said when you completed it.
Whoops. I haven't watched it yet.
Okay. All right. Fine.
So what's next?
Moving on. Funimation expands Dragon Ball Z merchandise selection with new partnerships, including home goods. Just what everybody wants, a crock pot.
Hey,
To be fair, I can see a lot of people.
that's the one thing I want out of that.
I mean, if it's like the one pot or whatever it is,
Honestly, I'd rather have a rice cooker.
the good brand that has like the Star Wars partnership, then yeah, maybe. But if it's just some cheap knockoff brand with Dragon Ball Z painted over it, like, which is probably what it is, then it's like, what's the point?
I see half of this going to, or a third of it going to FYE, a third of it going to Spencer's, and a third of it going to some home goods store that would carry this. Hopefully it's Walmart.
What the hell is this? A teapot?
Yep.
That's a weird looking teapot.
It looks like it's segmented into 2.
Yeah.
Probably has one of those nets for your tea bags in case you want to just toss it in and not worry about the tea bags coming out.
I mean,
Got the shot glasses.
if I was alcoholically inclined, I would definitely want these shot glasses. But I don't.
We have the sake set right up there beside the
sake. Yeah.
Well,
I guess
would you
that's
want
a
to
welcome mat.
Reese, would you actually want to use the shot glasses though, even if you did drink, or would it be
Probably
it's collectible?
not.
It's collectible, so I don't want to hurt it.
I mean, we do have shot glasses, but like nobody actually uses them.
Quickly to answer.
We'll just eyeball and just pour in what you think is about right.
Yeah.
To quickly answer Deflex one's question, where can I buy the original Hunter x Hunter, Hunter x Hunter, Hunter Hiatus Hunter, whichever you want to call it? Just go out and fish, man. You gotta search through the Amazon
it's
and
hard
eBay.
to. You only got the TV series legally over here.
I feel like it's not really worth the effort and money when we have the competent like re-release that has more of the manga covered over here. I've seen the original Hunter, but I haven't seen the new one, so I can't vouch for the accuracy of that statement. But I feel like
I have not seen the old one, and the new one is fantastic. It's my favorite long-running shonen series.
You might as well just opt for the Viz with the amount of money that you'd probably be spending on it. Otherwise, you can do what I did and buy the French releases, which does have the OVAs. But hey, it's all up to you, man. And hey, Lance is in the chat.
Hey, Lance, how are you? And good question. How long have we been collecting?
Since at least 2011 or 12. My first release that I bought was either Air Gear or a bootleg Death Note, which doesn't count. Okay, year ago.
When I was 9, I bought a VHS of Sonic the movie.
What year was that?
98. I started watching anime when I was like 2. First 3 I watched was 2 was on Nickelodeon. The other one, I'm not sure where I watched it, but it was that one was pretty hardcore. So you had
They had Nickelodeon in like 1990 something.
Did you know the difference? Did you know the difference between anime and cartoons when you were 2 years old?
Oh yeah. When I go through this, the last one will make sense. So
pressing X out.
The little bits, Grim Fairy Tale Adventures, and on Anime Saturday, where they explain the difference between the two. I believe that's where I watched Fist of the North Star, the movie.
When you were 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've told
this before.
I've called myself an anime. I started into this thing called anime after I was out of high school. Even though I grew up watching Pokemon, Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Dragon Ball Z on TV. But I did not consider myself a fan of the medium called anime until after I was out of high school in 2009. So that's when I actually genuinely started. I mean, I had the Animatrix in 2007. Steam Boy, I think I might have gotten also in 2007. But I didn't actually get into anime until 2009.
Yeah, how long have you been collecting was the specific one?
2009. And I started. I got like Afro Samurai, and then I got Cowboy Bebop at the end of 2009.
Cowboy Bebop.
Fullmetal Alchemist, and then Fullmetal Alchemist in like early 2010, and just went downhill from there.
Sonic the movie, a few of the Pokemon DVDs, which introduced me to Ranma. Went to Books A Million, started reading Ranma. Tried to go to the electronics boutique where Dave, damn bastard, had the Ranma 1/2 VHSs, and I was trying my best to buy them. No, it has boobies. Let me see the boobies. Let me see the Ranma. Yeah. So that was my struggle for a bit. Or for the beginning.
It was Augie's venture into the journey for the boobies.
I was able to get like Venus Wars and Ghost in the Shell, so.
That Ghost in the Shell has boobies too.
Oh yeah, that slipped under the radar for everyone. So there you go. It's psychological and educational. Yeah, totally.
Computer hardware manufacturer Asus to release official Gundam PC hardware for enthusiasts in Japan. So
that stuff goes out of date so quickly.
Hardware painted with Gundam. Oh, that's all they can show us? That's dumb.
Hi, Lance.
There we go. Alright, so we got different casings, monitors. That's kind of neat, I guess.
Is that a mouse pad?
Well, where?
Okay. Yeah. Or is that a
Maybe.
cover case for the computer deck?
They got a neat retro keyboard that looks like a learner keyboard almost.
I bet Lashansky's gonna get this. Wait, hold up. Do you get all of these internals with it, like the graphics card and the power supply and all that?
Huh.
Or is that like a casing you throw on?
I think you got to buy. I think you got to buy everything individually.
Okay, so I can get specifically a Gundam-looking graphics card. Now the thing is, it's pointless to get the internals in that skin, so you might as well buy every other component on just the case and the monitor and the keys. Oh, that's kind of cool. A keyboard code.
The router. They got special routers for each of them. That's kind of neat. And headphones for over here. Mouse. Like these are speakers. I could be wrong. What else? Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
All right. You know what else is also cool? An Evangelion teddy bear.
Yeah, oh my god, there's so much wrong with that. Just so much.
Why?
There's no bears in Ava. There's no, like, what's the point? Chopper. Now that one kind of looks way better, but
that one looks kind of cute. I mean, it should have like the antlers, but then it would just be a Chopper's plush instead of a teddy bear plush.
Why not have an actual Chopper plush?
So. Anyway, moving on. Adorable talking Pokemon Eevee coin bank is here to take your money and make you happy about it. So, the coin grab thing with Eevee. So, $28. Alright. JR Kyushu debuts Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba Train to celebrate upcoming anime film. When did this come out? It came out 6 days ago. Do we have the picture? So they got the characters on the side of the train.
God, that would be interesting, living in a world where, you know, your local train has all these anime and shit on it.
Yeah. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Alright. 567 cartons of cigarettes bought with 120 smartphones at once leads to arrest in Chiba. I haven't read this one. We're going to read this one. He could have stopped at 500, but he just got greedy. On September 30th, a 24-year-old man walked into a convenience store in Funabashi City, Chiba Prefecture, with a cardboard box full of 120 smartphones. He then asked the clerk to ring up carton after carton of heat sticks and cigarettes using the D-Harai app installed on each phone. Heat sticks are cigarettes modified for use in electronic devices. So e-cigarettes, basically. The entire shopping spree ran from about 5:45 a.m. to 6:55 a.m. However, a police officer happened to walk into the store just as he was using his 100th or so phone. At that moment, he decided to settle up and tried to discreetly exit the store with his 567 cartons valued at about 3 million yen, or $28,500. which store has that much cigarettes at one time?
Who knows,
And-
man?
And case or
Yes.
smartphones. Look, 100 smartphones. How much does a smartphone weigh on average? Like, that's 30,
Not a pound, but like
30 pounds,
pound maybe.
maybe, just of smartphones. And then 500 cartons of cigarettes. That's like
has to be one busy convenience store, maybe a Lawson, Circle K, or 7-Eleven.
Not
but
very
even
busy.
then, that
The
would be
one
like,
dude is taking up all the time at 5:45 in the morning. And there must be one hell of a queue behind him, or at least have multiple registers. But failed and was arrested. As a result, on October 14th, the suspect, Vietnamese national Don Phi Chan, was charged with fraud over the misuse of the RHYS app. According to the investigation, Don bought the phones over social media, but before finalizing the sale, requested that each seller install the RHYS app. The details of exactly who he was defrauding and how he was doing it aren't clear. Reporting of the crime is probably being left vague to avoid copycat attempts. The RHYS app is the cashless payment system set up by telecom giant Docomo, but has been in the spotlight recently for security vulnerabilities. So he may have stolen funds from previous users, or may even have been simply exploiting first-time using discounts by pretending to be other people, then profiting further on the resale of the cigarettes and phones. It's hard to imagine him concocting anything remotely resembling a brilliant scheme by himself, however, given how boneheaded the execution of said fraud ultimately was. Readers of the news were also unaware that Don must have been thinking when he walked into the store with his heavy crate of smartphones. Way too conspicuous. What's the most suspicion-raising way to commit fraud I have ever seen? He might as well have just hung all the smartphones all over his body. I feel like the clerk is complicit in this for not stopping him. Did he want to get arrested? I had no idea you still carried that many cigarettes. See? Yeah. See, I'm not crazy. Why not just do it, but one by one at different stores? The store staff has got to be on it too. Seems too convenient. The cop walked in at just that moment. I wonder if the clerk hit a button or hit a silent alarm around the 200 carton. Anytime you see someone walking with a store with a large cardboard box full of smartphones, you can assume a crime has happened or is about to happen. According to the ANN report above, what ANN report is this? Don admitted that he did it for the money, and authorities are currently looking into whether organized crime is involved. Either way, carelessness is a quality that we as a society can always appreciate in criminals, but we should always remain on guard, as it is a big step up from trying to buy cigarettes for the currency of the dead. Alright. You guys have anything to say about this one?
I was getting kind of lost on what the crime was. So he essentially got everyone to install an app when he bought these third-party phones or whatever. Or second, what is it?
I feel like the problem was he overdid it at one huge bulk at one time. Well, that I'm lost as to what the crime was too. Seems like a waste of time to me, but hey, no mind to say how people spend their time.
Alright. Yoga Boy singing I Hate Baldies, assaulted by 55-year-old man with pro wrestling move.
Sounds like Stone Cold Steve Austin heard that.
Alright, let's see here. Luckily, there was no Spanish announcement table nearby. At about 4:50 p.m. on September 23rd, a hellacious slobber knocker. What the hell is a slobber knocker?
Just continue reading.
All right. Broke out at the entrance to an underground passage of Amagasaki City, Hyogo Prefecture. As a result, a 55-year-old man was arrested for the assault of a 6th grader. It all started when the boy and his friends were riding their bikes around the area. The young man was allegedly singing, "Baldies, Baldies, I hate them," and was having oh my god, it's the suspect's music. Under the assumption the song was directed at him, the man approached the kids and decided to start a hardcore match right then and there, dealing a crushing blow to the boy with a lariat. This was a move similar to a clothesline, in which the opponent is struck with the arm rather than the hand. The following instructional video shows how a lariat differs from a clothesline, in that you are swinging the arm rather than you just holding it out and charging. The boy was unharmed, but raced back home and tagged in the police, who eventually arrested the suspect on October 7th. According to the investigation, the suspect admitted, "There is no question I assaulted him, but I didn't punch at him, I did a lariat." Without hearing the tone of his voice, it's really hard to tell if he thinks hitting a kid with a lariat instead of a punch would lessen his punishment, or if he's just really proud of himself. The unconventional nature of the attack means we can't rule out this guy thinking that a legal move in wrestling means it's actually not against the law in real life. Readers of the news felt that the assault is assault regardless of whether it's a punch, lariat, moonsault, double foot stomp, stone cold stunner, tombstone pile driver, or even stink face. However, they also can't have forgotten that this was not a completely unprovoked attack, and the boy has a share in the blame as well. I'm not going to bother reading those.
It doesn't matter what type of assault it is. This guy's professional. That takes him into a different category, because if you're professional at fighting, technically your hands are now treated as guns because you know how to use them.
He's not a professional. He just used a professional move.
Oh, okay.
It is fair to say that the young man would answer all for the part he played in this incident to some extent too, but that still doesn't excuse the suspects from resorting to physical violence. Pro wrestling moves especially are best left to the professionals in controlled environments, stocked with plenty of spandex and body oils.
Oh my.
If these techniques start seeping into real life, then it's a slippery slope into heel moves like eye gouges, back rakes, or El Kabongs, and Lord help us, the Asian mist all pouring out in the streets. Alright.
What is next? Or is that as
Last one. Tokyo government provides coronavirus home recuperation sets with instant ramen, curry, and more.
Those lucky bastards.
Oh yeah. They get 7 bottles of water, 12 packs of microwavable rice, 1 loaf of bread, 4 cups of instant ramen, 4 packs of instant curry, 5 packs of instant rice bowl toppings, including ones for gyudon, which is a beef bowl, 2 instant hamburger steaks, that can't be good, canned fish and yakitori chicken, 8 mixed vegetable packs, 1 pack of cherry tomatoes, 3 cucumbers, 10 eggs, 1 bunch of bananas, 6 oranges, 6 packs of vegetable juice, 3 packs of soy milk, standby rice crackers, chocolate, and cookies.
That's good for a week or two.
Yeah,
some of the stuff might last longer.
Yeah.
Then again, what quality, who knows? You're trying to survive.
Yeah. It's an impressive selection for the tasty, filling comfort foods and fresh fruit and vegetables, and even both sweet and salty snacks. and that the recoveries can treat themselves to a little indulgence now and then without having to go to the convenience store. Also worth noting, nothing in the kit requires any cooking skills or equipment beyond a microwave and the ability to boil water. You can eat tomatoes and cucumbers raw, and even with the eggs, cracking one raw over a bowl of piping hot white rice or dropping it into a cup of ramen are both popular meal enhancers in Japan. I've never had egg over rice, and I've always wanted to. In addition to food and drinks, the kits also contain items such as toilet and tissue paper, saran wrap, soap, hand sanitizer, and, if required, sanitary pads. Oh boy.
Well done.
Adachi first started distributing home recuperation sets back in the spring, but the program is still going on, with the photo above showing the kit one resident received just this week. Look closely and you'll see that Adachi would even toss in some maitake mushrooms so that the resident can enjoy a seasonal delicacy while keeping himself and others safe. So we got the eggs. I think this is the mushroom right here. Huh. All right, that's it for articles.
All right, let's answer the Flex One's question. What's the anime that's next on your top buy list? Mine would be Brave Witches.
Brave Witches. Well, I don't exactly have a top 2 buy list, but the next anime I'm going to be buying would be One Punch Man and Lupin the Third, The Secret of Twilight Gemini.
Well, you see, the way I do it is I kind of just pre-order everything.
Yeah.
But the next thing I'm gonna pre-order is damn it, it's gonna be something from the slates that we just had.
All Discotheque?
No, we
I wish I could pre-order discotheque stuff in my country.
Lupin the Third, the First on Steelbook.
Oh,
I got that pre-ordered as soon as I saw that Steelbook.
I added that to my
can't
cart.
wait for that.
So
I cannot wait to get that.
Bartender is
Demon Slayer Standard Edition.
I mean, whenever that gets listed. So we have Bartender Limited Edition, Lupin the Third, the First Limited Edition. Media Blasters, I'm finding it has some listings. So Jungle de Eco.
Yep.
De Iku from Import CDs, and then Phoenix Perfect Collection is from some other seller. It's like $75, but I mean, I guess that's not
Spring of the Morning Mist they're releasing.
right. That's
I'm surprised Lance hasn't ordered Violent Evergarden yet.
Violent Evergarden. Oh, that one I think I already pre-ordered that reluctantly.
Also, as a reminder, if you like our personalities, we each have our own YouTube channel. Just click on the comments below and like, subscribe, and ring our bells as well. Also, like, subscribe, ring that bell for other updates for this channel as well.
We will be moving to Sundays. So our next podcast will be on Sunday, the 25th. We will be covering Blood the Lost Vampire. And the watch club after that will be Helpful Fox Senko-san.
Mm-hmm.
It's still iffy if I'm able to join on Sunday, since that's the day before the first day of work for me. So things might be iffy for me.
You gotta get up early in the morning. So it depends on what time we do the podcast on Sundays.
Well, at the very least, we're planning to do this Sunday for that one podcast that I don't know if you've officially announced yet. Because earlier you were going
for
watch clubs, but that one we foreshadowed.
Millennium Actress?
No. TPN?
Oh, that's after. That's after. He's gonna be
later.
Gone. Yeah, that'll be for
well,
AC.
whichever one that one is
that's
AC's.
That's AC's birthday.
Right. Okay.
So, All right, so thank you for joining us on this relatively brief podcast, I guess.
Technically, it's been the normal hourage for current.
No. Again, if you guys liked Flip, his stuff is also down there in the description.
Yes.
Alrighty, well, I guess we will be ending this podcast unless you guys have anything else you want to say.
See you
Later.
All right, bye.